We are live.
Guys, I hope you're dressed up and you've brought your dads for this very special episode of
You better be
Did
Blackwater
you
dressed
bring
up.
your dad?
Bring your dads.
Bring your dad. Bring any
Is my dad
parental
here?
figure. My
Hello.
dad's here.
I hope everyone.
Hi,
I
Dad.
hope everyone brought their dads.
We're on the internet.
Dad might be asleep.
Jenny.
Yes.
Nah, it should be fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It looks great. It just, for some reason, made you the host rather than me. And that that concerned me for a second just
Don't
because
give
I
me
was
that
like, the stream is
responsibility.
going to drop out.
Can't wait someone to clip all of our facial reactions when that's like when that flashed up of all of us just going.
Yeah.
That
I was concerned for a moment. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, thank you so much. If everyone, I don't know if
Oh,
we have
yo.
people there in the
Someone
chat.
literally just subscribed. Thank you, Jenny656.
Hey,
Thank you, Jenny.
All right, welcome.
Oh,
my
great.
goodness. We love us subscribers. Thank you guys.
I was
Ayoka,
just like,
hi,
what
how's
are
it
we talking
going?
about the business. We were doing business talk. I missed the business talk.
There was
Yeah,
no
you
business
missed all the
talk.
business talk.
No, we haven't
Yeah,
started
there was
business
quite a bit.
talk yet. We haven't started
I
yet.
guess this is the dicking around because we're anxious.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is where.
This is the show.
Which is my other favorite part of
This
D&D.
is where I
That's the
thrive.
whole
This is the
show.
part where I come to life.
This is sort of where it's like, you know, oh gosh, we're playing D&D.
Matt?
Should we do some questions? I know there was
Yeah.
some that were sent to
Oh,
the Instagram.
yeah.
I've got some questions. Do you want yeah, I'll give us a big one to start off with. At Hunter Vaught on Instagram would like to know why everyone picked the race and class that they did.
Ooh, such a good question.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Ooh, should I go first? Because
Yes.
Get it.
there's not
Do it.
really a reason but behind it. It just seemed really cool. I think it's my first character, and it seemed really fun.
Nice.
That's my deep
Yeah.
story about it.
I think I have a pretty basic answer. This character and a lot of our characters are set up for a one shot, for a New Year's Eve one shot, and so I said, how do I make the most powerful, like one way character possible, just for fighting, terrible at everything else, and so I took human variant because it came with a feat, and Eldritch Knight Fighter so that I could mess around with a few spells and make it perfect for one night of gameplay. And I've been straddled with the downsides of that for 3 years now with my
Perfect.
11 int,
Perfect.
10 charisma, 8 strength.
I didn't know Cockney only had 1 foot. How did I not know that?
Hey, if it would have made Kokanee be better in that one shot, Kokanee wouldn't have had feet. Let's put it that way.
You're not wrong. I also made my character for that same one shot, but my character is solely based around an article of clothing I own that Matt does not like. They're called my spooky pants because they're leggings but skeleton. And then I thought spooky pants would be a really funny name to base my character off of, so I kind of just went from there. And it sounded like a name a gnome would have, a necromancer in particular. So that's how we ended up here.
And those pants have become a critical part of the game.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
It's
It's really
messed
bad.
up.
It's really,
So bad.
it's gotten out of hand.
It's gotten so out of hand. Go ahead, Sean.
Okay. So I was brought on. I'm the latest to join this fun party. And so I thought I was, again, a short stint. And so at the time, they were in the elemental plane of Earth, which is populated by, what are they, Genasi? Genasi?
Yeah. Earth Genasi.
Earth Genasi, Giants, which I probably could be,
Giants.
and Minotaur.
Yeah. And Dow.
Like those are, and Dow, but I'm not going to be a genie, am I? That's too powerful. And so I was like,
Powerful.
Minotaur, what's fun that I can do with a Minotaur? Because like Minotaur Barbarian, yeah. But I was like, Minotaur Wizard, ooh,
Mhm.
juicy. And basically, I just thought that'd be really fun. And then I started like, I remember I was on a ferry, like a boat with Adam at the time. And I was like just pacing the ferry, trying to find the voice. And I was like, what do we call him? And like, he should be named after something that like is like from his like mud or dirt or sand. And then I had the idea of like, well, if he's like a wizard, like why did he got the thing? I had the idea that growing up he had a hard time speaking, but he was good at letters, which made him then potent at like arcane shit, which minotaurs aren't. And so I was like, oh, that's what he did. He did letters, and everyone else was illiterate. Fun. And I love playing wizards because they have so much utility. Like they're the best. Play wizards. Bring your dad.
It might seem fun and whimsical, like figuring out your character on a ferry, but he looked insane, and everyone knew that I knew him and was with him, like in the same car, while he strolled around the front of a ferry going, yes, no, yes, maybe, I don't know, trying to find the voice of letters, and I just kind of like in the car.
The person who sang at couples.
Yes, because that's hilarious. You also do it at red lights because they can't get away from you.
What do you do, Adam? I haven't seen this behavior.
You sing out of the window of your car at people.
Oh my God.
And they're stuck at a red light, just having to be serenaded.
What about waving through the window?
Waving.
All right, Adam, why'd you become Finnan?
Yeah.
Oh, that is a multifaceted answer. So when I first joined this group, I played a human monk by the name of Torrin Blackwater, which is where this gained the name. And he passed away. He died. He got crushed. But he was a really grumpy, angry, world-wise man that was kind of like a guy out of time, and he just like wasn't really having any of it. And then he died, and I thought, wouldn't it be really funny to come in with a character who, one, idolized the old character, and two, was the just polar opposite. So like very, very, very naive, but like super personable and like really happy. And so I just wanted there to be like some parallels and then some opposites between Torrin and Finnan. The reason why I chose Warlock was I was originally a Warlock of the Celestial, and I thought it was quite funny to think that Finnan thought he was a paladin, just like he'd become a paladin somehow, and that his Warlock powers were like paladin powers, and just like another example of him being really naive. And then over the journey, he's become something else. So that's been exciting to see.
I guess that's just me. I love the aesthetic of a tiefling. I don't know, horns are cool. And I had always wanted to play a cleric, but I'm getting a lot of feedback from your mic, I think. Sorry. And I really thrive in like high pressure situations, I think. So the thought of like being the person responsible for keeping the party alive, that was like very cool. Yeah, and the word nepenthe means, it's an ancient Greek word that means like a draft of forgetfulness. So it makes everything calm and better. So that's why I named her Nepenthe. Yeah, yeah.
And I guess I also am no longer a human or a fighter, really.
Nope, you're not.
So later in our game, Kokni found some god and has been taking cleric levels ever since. So he's now level 7 cleric, level 6 fighter. And in that process, he died and was revived by his god. And in that process, no longer was human. He is now a Faith Forged, which is a different homebrew race made by Tim and Emma. By one of the seals being put in his chest, one of those important seals that if they get destroyed, the world ends, and there's like 2 of them left.
I mean,
we don't know. We don't know.
know.
Sorry, my mistake, Tim. Probably ends. And so that's bad and scary, because if he dies, there's going to be some negative implications now in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Fun stuff. I have another question from @LeahA_edits on Instagram. Will you stop streaming after the quarantine is over?
Yes.
Depends.
That's amazing. No. Yeah. No.
Long story short, I don't think we plan to. I think we want to keep doing it if this is something we keep enjoying sharing, and you keep enjoying watching.
And
it'll
keep
just
bringing
look
your dads.
different,
Always.
probably, because we miss being in the same room together.
Oh gosh, we miss each other so much.
It's
Yeah.
stupid.
I wish I could see how handsome all these people were in real life.
Very
Like-
handsome.
Very handsome.
We were literally just talking in our Facebook chat the other day about that first time we play together again. Like, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna hug all of you so much in
Man,
person.
I got a lot of stuff on that day. Sorry, I'm gonna probably.
I don't like you guys that much, so
It's fine. I'll
I
just
might
be
be
there by
there.
myself
It's fine.
crying.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Tim can bring back Timlin.
Yeah, Timon.
Timnin? Timnin.
I think
Timnin.
I think
Tim, can you also
mispronouncing the
be
name is
Callie?
part of it.
That's hard. Callie's
Just-
harder.
Just Tim and Emma are playing.
She just calls her
My-
wife.
My character is very two-dimensional, so it's easy to mimic.
yeah, you just
Hey,
call
you
yourself.
can see in the dark.
Likes push-ups.
Goes on a lot of runs.
A lot of runs.
Guys,
He's
Cardio
slowly,
is important.
slowly developing.
Chugs goat milk.
yo, goat
High
milk is good,
fat-
and it
high
makes you
fat goat
sleepy.
milk.
It makes you sleepy so you can fall asleep. It's a
Um,
chemical reaction. It's
I don't
chemical.
think it works
That's-
that way.
it's
It
so
makes you,
gross.
you gassy.
Yeah, and the gas all makes you all sick and sleepy, and you fall asleep.
Sick and
Obviously, you've never watched Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
it's proven.
That's
cat
not the
food,
takeaway I've taken
beer,
from that show.
And glue makes you sick and sleepy, and you fall asleep.
We need
Fair.
the Mythbusters
Fair.
on that too. Also,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Uh,
yes, we're
I
going to
think-
continue to stream.
Yeah, I think
If-
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we
If
can.
you guys are enjoying our content and watching and stuff, I mean, it's so fun. All of this. I mean, it's super new to all of us, but it's been so much fun sharing this game that we're like so proud of with all of you. We for 3 years have been like, we're playing some good D&D, and I wish other people could see it. So as long as people are happy sort of seeing it, we're gonna try to make it work. Maybe even in person, you know, all 7 of us at some point, or all of us except for Finnan, because of the tears,
Busy.
The big tears.
the big tears, and because he's busy. He's a busy boy.
He's a busy
Mhm.
boy.
Mhm.
Is there any more
Um,
questions?
I have one more question that could lead us into the intro. But are there any questions in the chat right now, Adam and Matt?
Wait, yeah, I was actually looking, and then I got distracted by us talking.
You have 15 seconds.
Yanis asked who brought their dads tonight. So that's
Oh,
an important
everybody
question.
brought their
Everyone
dad.
should bring their
If
dads.
you didn't bring your dad,
Sorry.
go get him.
I mean, I know my dad's here, so
And then Adriana just asked, how is everyone doing?
Aw, thanks for asking.
Good.
Pretty good.
good. Really
Yeah.
good.
Good. Life's
Good
good.
Okay.
now.
Because you guys are
Glad
here.
to be
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
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 I was just thinking, like, when you're talking, oh, when this is all over, will I do stuff? I feel like I'm gonna spend like just like a week straight in jorts, like just getting sun on my thighs, and
important.
like I'm gonna be just like a fucking like cat just rubbing up on people, and just getting human contact, and that's how I'm gonna spend the first week of like society opening up again.
Which I will be glad of because I've been his only source of human contact, and that is strenuous.
How many pairs of jorts has he gone through just at home?
I have no pairs of jorts, and I
The
can't
problem
get
is-
any because all the
Jenny-
shops are closed.
Oh my God,
he's
Sean.
he's
yeah,
lying.
Sean.
One,
You're
he's
saying
lying.
you can't make
One,
them. I'm
he's
really
lying, and
surprised
two,
you
Sean.
haven't made some by now.
He doesn't
gonna
go
wear my
through them. He
jorts.
just wears the same pair. He never takes them
I
off.
don't have
not.
jorts.
Hold
I
He's a
on,
never
hold on.
nude.
really
Hold
fun
on.
like 1970s.
I
The
am.
only reason you don't
When-
have jorts is that you're a coward who
Guys,
won't cut your jeans.
We're
I have
not
2 pairs of jeans and they're for auditions.
guys. We're not all wearing jorts right now.
I
I'm
thought
gonna
it
wear
was
my
Neil.
jorts. I'm
Just
gonna
me?
put my jorts
Should
on
go.
at the
Guys,
break.
Jorts on.
It's
Bring your
suit in the-
dads.
suit in the
Bring your
top
dads.
half, jorts
Wear
in
your
the bottom.
jorts. Bring your dads. Wear your jorts. That's the only thing that matters about this stream.
That's all we care about.
If you stood up right now, Matt, and you had your dress shirt tucked into a pair of jorts,
I
I
cry.
think
Sean,
I could handle that.
I could make your dream a reality so fast.
How?
I have jorts. I got a
Please.
new.
Absolutely.
I literally.
The stream can be put on pause for a certain amount of time for you to go put on jorts because I'm noticing here in chat someone forgot their dad and their jorts. And like that's
Oh my
okay. We
God.
forgive you,
I don't know
but
if I
next
can do
time
that.
don't.
Nice.
I bought jorts
Everybody
at the
gets one.
end of the summer last year.
Everybody
They
gets one.
arrived in the fall. They've never been worn.
Rookie
They're
mistake.
just waiting to be
Tragic.
worn.
Mistake.
Okay, I have one more question to lead us
Okay.
in. Alice in Wonderland _21 asks, who is that beautiful voice singing the theme song?
It's
It's
me.
Adam.
Adam.
All of it
Adam,
is
all-
Adam. He's wonderful.
I've
All of
apparently
it.
found a new calling in that I just sorry, we just were made aware that someone just said in chat that Tim was born in jorts.
Can confirm.
That is hilarious.
Seems
confirmed.
confirmed.
I found a new calling in that I can write theme songs in like 20 seconds flat. That I didn't know that I could do that.
The
And so
best.
there's 3 theme songs that I've written for this D&D stream. One for Sean Depter's pre-D&D Ramble Hour, the one that you're about to hear if you haven't heard it already, and a third one that is actually down in LA getting produced currently. So
That's crazy.
crazy.
just like stay
Adam flew
tuned.
to
'cause
LA.
I
He
flew to
broke
LA.
all the rules.
Broke,
So
it was
many
great though,
crimes?
guys. The flight was really cheap, and there was no one on it for some
So many
reason. I
crimes.
don't get it. But no, I've sent down basically the track, like a really rough copy, and someone is going to track it out while they're in self quarantine, which is really cool of them. And yeah, so stay tuned because a new theme song is coming, and it's smacksy. Let's just say it's I like it. It's good and it's fun.
Who are we sending our stuff to LA to get produced? Who?
It's also
are-
2.5 minutes long, so it's not really a theme song as it's like a musical number
It's
in
a
which you'll have to
ballad.
work. Yeah, it's like a ballad about this
But
show
she
for
also
some
wrote
reason.
very quickly.
like
I wrote it
overnight
in like
after our
like
first stream.
3:40 in the morning. Yeah,
That's amazing.
I have a
Alright,
problem.
Should we?
guys.
Sweet.
Should we
do
play some
this.
D?
Yeah.
Should
Yeah.
we play some D? Should we get a wedding happening?
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. Okay,
Roll that intro.
let's roll that intro.
Oh shit! Yeah. Ba-da-da-doom, yeah, yeah, yeah.
When you're stuck in quarantine and there's nothing on TV, come on down, come and see Blackwater D&D.
I'll never not be proud of that. I'll never not be proud that we made that.
That made me smile. Wow. Ooh.
Guys, Tim's run away. I don't know if he's ever coming back.
Oh
No.
my god.
Oh my god!
Is he getting
Please,
jorts?
Tim.
please,
think
if
he's
he
getting
comes
his
back in
jorts.
jorts, I will be so goddamn happy.
Here you go.
Oh, what I was gonna say is, Sean, after this self quarantine is over, we need to go buy jeans and make jorts because I also don't have jorts.
Great. Great.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
Let's
my
do
god.
literally anything together. Let's
Yes.
just go places and
Please.
do things.
Yes.
I'll just
God
say-
damn.
I will say yes every time. That was
Tim,
so
Tim,
easy
it looks like-
because I wasn't wearing pants.
Tim, it looks like
Wait,
you.
Tim,
It looks
I
like
missed
you
it.
dropped
Can
something
stand up?
behind you.
I missed
Can
the
you?
jorts.
You dropped something behind you. Can you go pick that up? That
Can you
you
stand
dropped
up?
behind
One
you, directly behind you. Yeah.
If he splits those jorts, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
No, Tim, pan down. Pan down. Oh,
Emma, Pat, just take the camera down a tiny bit.
It's over.
We gotta get that good.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
oh.
Oh, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is the hot jorts action
Oh.
that you
Hot
come
jorts.
to see
A
every
hot
week
Jort
Black-
I'm not gonna
boy.
lie.
at
I
Blackwater
like those
D&D.
jorts. Little too conservative for me. My jorts are gonna be at least
Okay, bud.
half the length. Maybe half of that half.
And much more acid washed.
Whoa.
Much
Oh.
more.
No, I want 100% denim. I
jorts.
want expensive, stiff jorts.
Stiff jorts.
A stiff jort.
Band
They're
names called it.
jorts.
Stiff jort.
Stiff
Oh.
jorts.
Jorts.
Horrible image. All right.
Oh,
So,
Almost coughed up my tea.
all right. So,
somebody clip that, please.
Yeah, clip it, please.
Hot jort action.
for those of you just joining us tonight, reeling from the aftermath of Hade's death, Blackwater scoured the temple for any clues that could lead to the culprit. They discovered it was, in fact, Zesperia, a former high priestess who had gone missing 800 years before and was presumed dead. With the help of the knowledge keeper Velvari, Nepentha learned a powerful banishment spell that could be helpful in their quest to stop Velsum. It was also discovered that Hade herself had been working on this spell, but was unable to gain the divine knowledge needed to complete it. Shortly after this unfolded, in a quiet moment, Kokani surprised Nepi with a proposal as the sun rose in the already yellow sky. Planning began immediately for the ceremony taking place a couple hours after. Everyone was quickly gathered on the rooftop of Temple Felinis as Finnan sang Nepi up the stairs to begin the wedding.
I feel like I should probably describe what Nepi's wearing because inquiring minds will want to know. So she's wearing this like high collared, but with like a lower kind of plunge neckline, long, dark black silk that kind of comes at an A-line and just kind of whooshes out in like a really, really long train. And there's like beautiful gold and, well, I would say it's like so blue. It's almost black, like a navy blue with like gold applique all down the arms. And her hair is just like big and curly as it always is. And you see that she's holding something of a square size, something about yay big, looks to be folded of some kind. And she just starts kind of, not nervously, but just with a little bit of like getting herself ready. And she, with Callie and Aftish, just kind of start walking towards Kokani and Yana and Letters, Koki and Finnan.
So as you walk forward, you can see everyone kind of gathered at the edge of the roof together as Nepentha strides up.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Thank you all for being here. It's very impromptu. We're so happy to have you here.
We wouldn't miss it, Nepi.
I think Kelly's gonna say something to start this whole thing off.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So just so I can get it, are there like people watching the wedding and stuff? Like, what's the
It's
scene
just
look like? It's just us.
It's just the party, and you see Oftish as well. And that is it. That's everybody that was informed of the wedding. So it's just your party.
Oh my god,
And
that's so,
Oftish.
that's so cute. Okay. Okay, so Callie would look to both of you. She'd be like, in my time adventuring, I haven't really known family. And as we know, this is the closest thing to family that I've known, and it's the best thing I've known. And you two are so great. And we've been through so many battles together. And I wouldn't want anyone else by my side in a battle. And I know that you two are such a good pairing, and I'm so blessed to be here.
Nepi would look to Kokani, and she would pass the smaller thing that she's holding just to Oftish for a moment, and she just kind of extends her hands out to Kokani.
Take them.
Kokani, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Get fucked. Are you
serious?
Meg, please.
You were a bastard, man.
That's not a
5.
Is that a
say
joke?
psych right
Five?
now. Wait, you're
Okay.
beside Callie. You're beside Callie. Did you use +4?
Sorry, that's a 9.
Actually,
Actually, you know what? No, luck for sure.
Also,
What
don't
I'm
you have
talking about.
Don't you have Indomitable?
No, I'm a bad fighter.
Yeah, okay.
That'll be 15 plus 3 plus 4 is
Yeah.
22.
Okay, great.
Eat shit, Tim Carlson.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I'm talking about. Of course, I'm using luck on that.
Oh my god.
Oh, Tim.
You're bad.
Is this
person.
all a bit? Tim.
Say
Guess
psych
we'll never
right
know
now,
now.
Tim.
Yeah. What? You are such.
Okay.
Okay,
Wedding.
Continue.
Wedding.
He's a good DM. He's a good DM.
Is he? I question it.
I'm telling myself.
Kokanee and I think I speak for both of us when I say that we would not wish to do this without you all here, and through your support and love and care for us, this has happened. I don't think either of us expected this. Certainly I didn't, but I am so thankful to be here this morning, after everything that we've all been through as a party, to have you all with us as we embark on what is a unfathomable new part of our lives. And Neppy would reach into her, like a sachet from her robes, and she's going to sprinkle powdered silver on top of Kokanee and her hands. And I am going to use that as the material components to start casting the ceremony.
Nice.
I think Kokanee and I have also talked about that we will be taking a new name together. It seems fitting. I only have my one name and all the epithets that go after it. But it was something we discussed, and we're very happy to have you here for that as well. Shall we?
I think there's nowhere I'd rather be to do this, and with nobody else that I'd rather be with. So Nepentha, I, High Priest Kokanee Buckwild, with the power invested in me by Arathis, ask you, Nepentha, with eyes that shine, will you marry me?
I remember the exact moment that I realized I was in love with you. We were sitting in the earth elemental plane the very first time we were there, and you had just let me read your book that you had been pouring your soul into. I was the first person you'd ever let read it. And as you turned in for your rest that night, I was so taken with your strength and your vulnerability and your willingness to, after everything you've been through in your life, let someone else in. So, in what felt like a very fitting form, I took pen to paper myself and wrote you that letter, starting with the only words that I could manage. My constant guidance, my brightest star, my dearest heart. Those will ring true for me every day, in everyone that I am breathing, and whatever happens after that. You have changed the course of my life. Nowhere in my cards did I ever think that I would fall in love, that I would find something that would call to me other than my faith. There will never be a day where you do not know that. And I will spend every hour of my existence making sure that you know that you are loved, always. I promise to always be there when you need someone to run to. I promise to be strong when you need strength. And I promise to keep your light, the one that you have given me so willingly and so gracefully, and keep it burning in all manners of darkness. And I promise that if we are ever blessed with children, that they will know just how much their parents love them and what an unparalleled man their father is. So with that, Hashukal ben Antkieri, my dearest heart, you are my choice. Yes, I will marry you. So, I, High Priestess Nepentha, she with eyes that shine, with the power invested in me by Nepthisiket, ask you, Kokini Bakwat, will you marry me?
Kokanee smiles and squeezes her hands lightly. Before I met you and I met everybody, my life was incredibly bleak. And I had never been given the opportunity to even dream of having things that other people might have considered normal. I knew that marriage exists, that people could be married, but I didn't even know, it was so impossible for me that I didn't even consider it. And the moment that changed was not the moment I met Erathis in Caradoc, because that I didn't believe then that I would be able to do what I was asked. She gave me this opportunity, but I didn't believe that I would be able to seize it. The moment where I, for the first moment, thought that I could live a life that wasn't painful was the moment in Shinkink where you taught me.
Shinkink is a
Shinkink.
different town.
Yeah, different town.
It exists. You said it. It exists now.
It's near the scar.
Scar.
In Shinkik, where you helped me pray, and you for the first moment in my life showed me that there was something that I could be other than just a tool for somebody else. And that was the very start of me falling head over heels in love. And this marriage is me trying my best to find that love and to accept it and to get something that I couldn't have dreamed 2 years ago possible to have ever had in my life. And that has been all of you. It has been every one of my dearest friends, but it has especially been you, Nepentha. And so I over the last year have seen what has been important in life. It is you. It is my friends. It is the people that care for me and would help me when I need it. And this marriage to you is the greatest joy that I've ever experienced, but it's it's also a promise that I am going to hold that end of the bargain as well, to you, to the people I care about, and to anybody else I can. It's a chance for me to be good. So yes, Nepentha, with eyes that shine, I will marry you. And I am so happy to pronounce you my wife. And I'm gonna reach into my shirt and pull out a ring that me and Clack hastily made in the last couple hours. And I will reach out and slide it onto your finger.
What does it look like?
Is it granite?
It is a rough copper ring. It's smooth, but it's hammered. Like it's got clear indentations all the way around it. And on the top, there is a sapphire laid into it.
Neppy would look at Kokanee hand where his ring finger would be.
Would be? As if it's not there.
Shut up, Tim.
I'm kidding, I'm sorry.
Clack
Couldn't
do.
help it.
What did Clack do? And because she had given him another ring when she asked him to marry her before he went to see Velsum, and she would reach over to Oftish and she would unfold the piece of cloth that's there, and there would be a gold ring inside it. And she would take his hand and place it on his ring finger. This ring was the only thing that I came to Temple Felinis with. This blanket I was wrapped in as a baby, and this ring. So it seems very fitting that it is yours now. For you have me as your wife and partner forever.
Forever.
We should probably tell them our new name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Go ahead. You go ahead, darling.
Well, I'm so pleased to introduce to you Nepentha and Kokanee Lightkeeper.
Letters is gonna cast Wall of Fire behind them because I think that just means that they got married. So just go. She goes,
It's massive. This massive wall of flame erupts behind you.
The heat going out, so we're not getting burned.
You can see a palm tree lights on fire just beyond it.
I'll throw up a daylight
Dish.
spell as well, but above us, so it like shines up really high.
You see Optish is kind of like,
It's fine. We
Yeah.
can control it. It's good.
Okay.
Anyone is
Control
looking
this, and I cast Firebolt at those turned over wagons that we've now doused in flammable liquids.
No,
Choo,
no.
choo, choo, and just 3 big fires in the background. We
If
scream,
anyone-
Lightkeeper!
Now it's a fucking party. Let's go.
Wait.
And Neppy and Kokanee probably kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Oh, I
they
should have
kiss.
waited for that.
No. That's fine.
That's fine.
It's very cinematic. The kiss under the fire.
Just fire just raging
If
everywhere.
anyone looks at Yana, you see wiggles on her shoulder, like about to pull out confetti, and then like goes like, and then it got it, and stops and puts it back. Next time, you got it, bud.
Thank you, all of you. I'm so happy, and I'm so grateful. And I will kindly remind you all that my temple is in mourning.
Whoop, I drop concentration on the fire.
I don't know if I can I don't know if daylight is a concentration spell.
It's already like the sun is up, like the sun is coming up. You did this at dawn, so it is already daylight outside.
Okay, good, but
So
it's
it had
bright.
minimal effect, and that you can still see the kind of yellow sky around.
But never fear. Tonight at around dusk, we will be conducting the funeral for Hade, and after that, as is customary at Felinis, we throw quite a party. I've heard them called wakes, where you have a celebration. Imagine that, but if the volume was much louder. It is letters. I believe you will be quite at home. There is usually drumming and dancing, and there is lots of food, and it is revelrous. We celebrate the transition.
Good. I just want to confirm, and I look at Kokanee, and I look back to Neppy. So the party doesn't start till later.
Yes.
Okay. and I look down to Kato, who's in the square, and be like, later.
No, okay.
Tonight. Yeah, rest up.
It
Rest
was
up.
good. It was good. I saw
Yep.
the fire.
Oh yeah.
You burned our wagons. We'll speak of this later.
Okay,
You
so
just
tonight I'm gonna put out those wagons real quick because it's still new. I can put that out, and I'm just gonna jump off and cast Featherfall and run over and control flame until they all stop being on fire.
Okay. All right, so you all you head down into the temple proper, and you can see a number of Nepenthe, you would notice this, and Finnan, you would too with your passive perceptions, but you can see there's kind of a number of some of the younger priestesses kind of snickering and whispering amongst themselves as you kind of all come down.
I would stop. Like if the party kept walking forward as we walked past these priestesses, I would stop and I would turn to look at them. Something on your mind?
No, you look very beautiful.
Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you. You should be attending to your prayers, my dears.
Yes, of course, High Priestess.
Take good care.
Can we do just a side quest episode where it's just Neppy being McGonagall and none of us are there?
Yes.
I'm here for it.
Neppy would look to the party. Well, we should. I have been up all night reading and then preparing for this. So I would suggest you all take the day. The party will go late into the evening tonight. Your quarters should be well stocked with food and anything that you may need. And please do feel free to ask if you need anything. If you need anything from me, I would suggest ask now because I need to sleep at some point.
And you can see Oftish kind of leans in. The funeral will begin at dusk. So just keep that in mind.
Neppy would just turn to Oftish and smile. Tish, thank you so much for being there with us.
Thank you for having me.
Always. Will you come find me before the ceremony this evening? I'd like to speak to you, but it can wait.
Of course.
Okay.
Have a good rest.
Thank you.
See, she kind of...
All right. Well, have a pleasant day, everyone. Take good care, and I will see you later.
Rest up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kokanee.
Finnan.
I've not been a best man before. Do I have to do something? Is there a job for me to do? Like what does that? It's my first time. What does it pertain to? Like what do I have to do? Was setting letters set a whole bunch of shit on fire. I felt like that was like quality best man stuff. I feel like I'm letting you down. Anything I got to do?
You didn't let me down at all.
I can
But
set more things on fire if you need.
please don't set anything else on fire.
That's fair. It is a funeral after all.
It was on a little bit short notice, but I think usually the best man plans some variety of a bachelor party.
From what I understand, that usually happens, prior to the wedding. But we're just, but you know what? I'm reading you loud and clear. I've got an idea. Hey, letters, come here.
I'm already jogging over, and I'm like, hey, Kokanee, you know that spell I'm always giving you shit about having? Could you mend some of these wagons that I set on fire? I thought they were just derelict. Turns out they belonged to the refugees.
Letters, I thought my spell was useless.
Well, that's for you to prove me wrong about right now, I guess.
Letters, I have been up all night making rings.
Good thing it's a cantrip. So like, if you just, because I feel like the sooner we do it, the easier it'll be to do. We don't want to let the fire's out. The fire's out. I got it pretty quick. The oil burns pretty slowly. They are scorched. I think they're still functional. It's just 3 wagons.
I look over at Nepium.
5 minutes in and out.
I made a promise, didn't I?
About the wagons?
Well, about helping my friends. See you soon.
Okay.
I will go mend some wagons.
Yes!
The bachelor party you didn't ask for, but you got.
That's your bachelor party.
Mending wagons.
It takes you the better part of an hour to kind of go through all the wagons.
There's just 3.
This is great.
They were you didn't realize this, but they were somewhat broken when you arrived. And so you actually repair them to more or less working function. They need to be kind of the wheels need to be put back on and things like that. But they are actually in better shape than
Good thing I can dual cast wedding, I guess, or marriage, or mending, I guess. The right word.
Dual cast
the correct
I
word.
dual cast marriage.
I think we
Dual
sort of
cast
dual.
wedding.
We sort of
Dual
dual cast
casting marriage is
Well-
just polygamy.
That is it.
the spell.
That's
It's a
the
spell. It's a spell now.
Yeah.
Dual cast wedding. Yeah.
While the recently wed Kokanee fixes wagons, I'll pull letters aside and be like,
Okay.
do you know anything about, I feel like you do, planning a bachelor party? I know it's supposed to be beforehand. I think Kokanee wants, on the sly, another one, but after the event. Can you help me? I don't know anything about planning parties.
Oh, like a stag.
I know how to plan like fancy parties where like the crust on your sandwiches are cut off and like everyone drinks tea. The party you did for Calliope's,
the crust off?
listen, I don't know. I love
That's
crust.
hard.
I love crust. They use in Wolverine, they had this whole thing about if you eat crust, it makes your hair curly. And I'm like, I like curly hair, but apparently curly hair is like ugly or something in Wolverinian society.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, everyone's quite weird in my city.
Well, here's the thing. There's a couple different attitudes towards stags. Whether you throw a party
Deers?
that the groom would enjoy, which actually
right.
cut off, crust and bread. Sounds very Kokanee's steam.
I feel like that's more up Nepentha's alley, I'd say.
Well, I mean, they're a pretty good pair.
There, you're right. You're not wrong.
So yeah, if we get white bread and put like cucumbers on it, I'm sure he'd love that. Or we can do something wild and yucky.
That's my vote. That's my vote every time.
Wild and
I
yucky.
hate that.
I hate that.
That's one of the Gravel Boys mottos.
Yeah, whenever possible, be wild and yucky.
So a question though,
I mean, I had a
we
lot
are
of
in
sort
the
of wild shit planned right now, but apparently that's not the vibe. You got to wait till after the funeral,
I would
which
say
is
so,
not
yes.
how we did weddings back home.
We are kind of in the middle of a desert, so like our supplies, I feel, are a little limited.
But not with these wagons up. We got.
Okay. Once he's done, of course.
Yeah.
Quietly.
You're doing great, Cokes.
Letters is not helping you at all. He put the fire.
I don't know
out
how to
and
build. I can
and then
only
give you one of
destroy. But yeah, we can figure that. I think the best thing is like spontaneity. Some point in the next like 4 days, we pick a moment and get wild and yucky.
Okay, I like that.
And
I do.
everyone's
The only
invited
thing I know
except
about this
Nepentha.
place The only thing I know about this place is they have copious amounts of goat milk, but I don't know if that'll help the situation.
Well, I hear they have that fruit drink that everyone they get pretty wild on. Nepentha's mentioned it a couple times that like all the
Fruit
homeschool
drink.
kids, they go hard on this fruit drink,
Like
then
a,
they
That-
just cut loose.
Is that like the moss we ate?
is
I
it like,
I think
Forgot
it
about
might
the
be like
moss.
liquid moss. Yeah.
are you talking about like a Bellini?
Yes.
A what?
A Bellini, it's like a delicious peach sludge.
Well,
What
let me
is
ask you this.
peach?
Yeah, no. It's like
Now
it's a
forget
stone.
it.
It's a stone fruit, so you like that from the
you
get-go.
have
It has a
my
little stone.
attention.
If you eat down through it, you get to a little stone in the middle. It's like a fun
What?
game.
Why wouldn't you just cut it out and eat the stone?
You know what? You're right. We've been eating peaches wrong this entire time.
Yeah.
I'll let the people of Wolfrey know.
Well, Clack, back me up on this. Most stag parties tend to have like some dancing
Yeah.
by a particular dancer who does sort of like a sexy,
That's what
sexy
Gorge.
wild dance.
That's
Yeah,
what Gorge
is
used
good
to
at that.
do before
And
he
so
ended up in the mines.
and so
Oh, wow.
Finnan, I mean,
Oh my
you're a
God.
singer. I feel like
Aye.
you're a pretty good dancer as well.
Yeah.
So like as the best man, I feel like it's your responsibility because like I mean, I know you've never been to or done a stag party, so let me educate you. As the best man, it is your responsibility to do the sexy dance.
Now, but
Mhm.
you say it's sexy. Do I have to be sexy, or I cast disguise self and like turn into like a different person who
I
is?
think it would be much better if it were just you doing the
Just me,
sexy
okay, I
dance
get
for
rid of
all of our
disguise
viewing
self.
pleasure.
He asked
All right.
you to be the best man.
That's true.
That's what
true.
that means.
So
Oh
bachelor
my God.
parties, the best man does a sexy dance.
Mhm.
Yes, that
okay.
is the traditional
Okay.
In the
stag
scar.
party.
I feel like I
Everywhere.
want to roll an insight, but at the same time, Finnan's an idiot, so I'm gonna just not.
Please don't.
right,
That-
right.
Okay.
Yeah. No, great.
Okay, I've fixed the cards.
start-
I'm going
Start
to bed.
practicing. All right,
Great.
I'm gonna go to my room and practice.
Okay,
No.
good.
All right.
We're all very excited for tonight. Thank you very much, Kokanee. Kato, and
Finn, what are you practicing?
Nothing. Bye. As he walks away, he's just like,
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
I feel like if you cut to Callie and Yana during that scene, they were like sitting in their room. Callie's calling her wife, Yana's calling her parents. I'm talking like, about the wedding while that went on.
Callie's 100% calling command.
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
I go seek out what's the
Trixie.
musician's name?
Oh, Kato.
Kato.
Kato,
Can I seek
yeah.
out Kato? I just have
Sure.
one specific request. I'm gonna go up to him. I'm gonna be like,
He's
hi.
kind of on the yes, how can I help you?
There's a bard from Wolfreen. He goes by the stage name of Genuine, and I was wondering if you know his song Pony.
One
It kind of
second.
goes like wow,
Yes.
wow, 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 kind of like that. You know that one?
I have heard tale of this Genuine.
No.
It
I'll
slaps
be honest.
start to finish.
I hate all other bards.
Oh, you know what? I feel like your rendition will be better.
Oh my
And
Oh,
you'll take away from
Are you-
Genuine, and you will be the man who made Pony what it is.
Are you not the best man?
I am, yeah.
That
What?
is your responsibility, my friend.
Right, so I have to do the sexy
To
dance
sing the song
and
and
also
dance
sing the
the
song.
dance. Do you know nothing of a stag?
I've been. This is my first one. You know what?
You are
Thank you
becoming
so much,
a man.
Kato. You're
course.
helping me. This is. I really appreciate it. Okay.
Mhm. Good
Have
luck.
a great day. Bye. Now dancing ends humming Genuine's Pony.
Oh my god.
Nice. So yeah, Callie, you would call Kameo.
I would, yeah.
You kind of hear on the other end. Hello.
It's just after sunrise. It's so early.
Callie's not
Oh, time change. It's
We're
like
also
it's like
in a
nighttime. It's like
different
nighttime
part of the
in
world.
Wolframe.
Damn it. Every time.
Hello.
Hello.
Every
Hello,
time.
La.
Neffy just got married.
Ah, that's amazing.
I just wanted to check in and call, see how you're doing.
I'm doing well. Sorry, where are you?
We are in. Lennon knows the name. Someone help me.
Felinis.
Felinis.
Ah, that's amazing. That was quick. You must have jumped planes.
We did. Yeah, we were on the boat, and then Felinis was attacked, so we came to help here. We won the battle
Is-
that we had here.
That's good to hear. I'm glad you're safe. Is the sky still yellow where you are?
The sky's still yellow. How yellow is it where you are?
A bit more yellow than it was before.
Yeah, that's concerning.
Yes, it's unnerving. There is an anxiety in the city. People are a bit on edge. But
I think we're gonna try and figure it out. We Hade was who was here, and Felinis was we were in a fight. She got murdered, so we have a wedding. We have a funeral after the wedding, like funeral.
oh, interesting. A wedding, then a funeral.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you're in the right place for that.
Yeah.
How are you holding up?
I miss you.
I miss you too. It has been too long.
I've been thinking about maybe possibly, I don't know yet, but maybe possibly stopping adventuring for a bit, but I have to think on that more.
Of course, I don't want you to ever think that you have to stop for me.
And no, I know that. I don't want to die.
Fair. I don't want you to die either.
So I love what I'm doing here, but it's something I have to think about.
Of course. I will say, the company you keep, I trust them to bring you back, whatever should happen.
Me too. Me too. How's Char?
She's good. She's
Yeah.
getting taller.
Is she?
Yes, she's grown. Must be 3-4 inches in the last 2 months.
Is she there?
Yes, I can go get her. Let me just go wake her up. I'm sure she wants to hear from you. Come here for a second. Hello?
Hi, Char. It's Callie.
Hi, Callie.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm a little sleepy, but I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. I miss you. Everyone here misses you.
I miss all of you. Is
Nappy?
everyone okay?
Yeah, Nappy and Kokanee just got married.
What?
Mhm.
Oh, I wish I could have been there.
It was very small, but I'll tell you about it. I bet Nepentha will too when we're back.
I can't wait to hear all about it.
I hear you're getting taller.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. That's what they keep telling me. But I don't feel any taller.
Ugh.
Are you okay?
Yes, I just miss you so much.
I miss you all too. When are you coming back?
I'm not sure yet, but as soon as I know, I'll call and let you and Command know. As soon as I know.
Does it have something to do with the yellow sky?
Yeah, we gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It doesn't feel good.
No, it doesn't, does it?
No.
So, but we'll figure that out like we figured out the other things in the past.
Promise?
Promise, I swear.
Okay.
Okay. I love
I
you.
love you.
Okay.
I miss you.
I miss you.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, I am weeping now.
Ugh, I miss you both so much.
Good to hear from you.
It's good to hear from you too. And like I said to Jar, as soon as I know when I'll be back, I'll call you.
Of course. I know you're safe. I know you are protecting us all. Thank you.
Always.
The people will know.
Thank you.
Even though you're halfway around the world, I think about you every day.
I think about you every day too. All the time.
Stay safe.
You too.
I love you.
I love you too. Munching.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
So, Kokanee, after some time, and you do take a long rest, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
Eventually.
yeah.
Eventually.
eventually.
Sure.
There we go. That's what we were looking for.
Sure.
So, as you drift off into a deep sleep, quite exhausted at this point,
That's gone.
No, Matt, don't leave. You ruined the. No, you're fine. You're fine.
you drift off,
Okay.
and you, sometime during your rest, your dream starts to sort of fade away as you find yourself once again in the Temple of Arathis in Wolfreen, standing, looking at the large stained glass window. You hear footsteps behind you, heavy on the ground. As you turn, you see a familiar face. Well, that was a lovely ceremony. But you cannot give your heart to anyone else. It belongs to me. As you see
Guys,
a
he
now
brought his dad.
armored, gold and black armored Velsum standing before you, holding your
Wow.
heart.
No!
I can take all of this away. As you feel the ground beneath you start to shake, as the temple windows all crack and slam inwards, this enormous sound ruptures your ears as the temple around you begins to crumble. Never forget who you belong to.
Do you want my heart?
I already have it. And I will take that thing out of your chest, one way or the other.
Then come take it.
I'll see you soon, my boy.
See you soon.
As you see, he reaches over and his hand, this massive kind of sharp, jagged, armored claw reaches into your chest. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh, fuck.
It's an 18 and a 20.
Okay, so 18 plus
3 is a 21.
21. That just succeeds. So you wake up out of the dream as you can feel your head pounding, covered in cold sweat. But you have completed your long rest.
Would
Timothy Carson, you bad person.
would I have, if he woke up with a start with my passive perception of 20?
Yeah, you would probably kind of rouse a bit.
Are you all right? What happened?
I talked to Velsum.
Talk to him?
Well, he mostly talked to me. He always liked to talk.
Yes. What did he say?
I don't know, vague threats mostly. Gonna take my heart, but I mean, it's not the first time I've heard that. Won't be the first time he's taken my heart, I guess, to be fair.
Well, he can't have it. It's not his to take anymore. He'd have to get through me first.
I know. I'm a lot less alone than I was last time.
Yes.
Though it is fucking creepy. Gonna be honest about that.
Creepy was always his way, though, wasn't it? Well, we can go tomorrow. We can be in Book Hall in under an hour.
The only thing that I worry about is that it seems like he could see me, like he was watching.
Right. I will ask Aftish. I don't know, but we may have the there might be some way of protecting you. We have some relics here. There might be something. I don't know, but there could be something that could help. I'm not sure. So that he can't.
It's probably a good idea.
Right. Well, we'll look and let him make his threats. If he was truly, he could have shown up. If he'd have seen everything, he could have just shown up. Let him make his threats. And tomorrow morning we will go and we will make good on ours, I suppose.
I look forward to it.
Good. Well, you'll have to help me get ready for tonight. It'll be quite the ceremony and quite the party. I forget that this is all commonplace for us, but none of you have ever seen a funeral at Felinis.
How can I help you get ready?
Well, Neppy would point to a very ornate set of priestess's robes. It takes 2 people to get me in that, so it's probably where we need to start first.
So, as you two begin to get the high priestess robes on, just as you're sort of finishing up, you hear a soft knock at the door.
I would come in.
Kind of opens the door and you see Aftish there. I can come back if.
No, it's fine. Has Hardy's room been made ready for you?
I was gonna hold off a couple days. It doesn't quite feel right just yet.
Of course.
Yeah.
Do you have the prayer beads?
I do.
All right. May I have them? I will bless them for you and give them to you tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Kind of hands over Hade's prayer beads.
I take them. I have a bit of a strange request, amongst many other strange requests, I think, since I've been here. And Neppy would reach into her bag of holding, and she would pull out 4 skulls. She would pull out the skull of Zakis of Siral, the skull of Soren Doomwing, the skull of Delnus Deeprun, and the skull of Kiva Flinthand, the 4 agents of chaos that we dispatched while they tried to unleash chaos onto the world at the Battle of the Gaystone Keep.
Yeah. I can have these prepared.
No.
Okay.
Quite the opposite, actually. These 4, I thought they were my prophecy.
Ah.
My prophecy was to beware or to stop he who seeks to disrupt the balance, to bring chaos and the end of things. This one, Zakis of Siral, I thought that was him. And I had made plans to bring them home so that they could be locked away. And their ashes do not deserve to grace our grove. They deserve to sit in perpetuity. Perhaps downstairs in the catacombs.
Very well.
They are powerful. They were powerful. And I would hate to see anything seek to... Sorry.
You all right?
Yes, fine. Anything seek to try to bring them back. So Hade and I agreed to have them here in Felinis' charge.
Yes. That seems like a very good idea.
And to be quite honest, I'm very happy to have them not in my bag anymore.
Yes, carrying around skulls can get a bit uncomfortable.
Yes, and it's been quite some time with them in there. So, you've seen these robes put on before. Am I doing this right?
Yes, you look fantastic.
Thank you. I hope it's right. We will be leaving tomorrow. Tish.
Okay. If you need to, I understand.
It will not be forever. We will be back. I will be back.
Okay.
We have to go to Bakul to deal with that.
Yeah. To the eye of the storm, I suppose.
Yes. Please do not hesitate to call if there are any other incursions against Felinis. We can,
Of course.
do what we can.
We'll be doubling up efforts to secure the temple.
Good.
We should be all right. I'm sure they'll have their hands full with you.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right. Well, I'll take these skulls down. The priestesses and the acolytes have already started to gather in the temple, in the courtyard. So I'll see you shortly.
We will be down there shortly. Thank you. And Tish,
Yeah, Penny?
you're going to be wonderful.
Thanks. She turns around, heads out with the skulls.
Penny.
Yes. You thought that Neppy was my only nickname, but it was not. Penny was the first one. Tish and I are about the same age. We arrived here within a couple months of each other. I have no guarantee of my age, but all I know is that she is the closest person, my longest friend. And I care for her very much.
I think letters will find Penny quite funny.
Speaking of letters.
Yeah, just before we get over to the funeral, before everyone goes to sleep, because I slept the night before. I'm not tired.
Yeah.
I'd like to find Kato. Hey, thank
My
you
friend.
so much for being on call. I thought it was going to kick off
course.
immediately. Turns out it's going
Of
to be
course.
tonight. Plan's still on. Question. Do you have any bakers among the refugee party? Anyone who knows how to cook at all?
Yes, there are a few, yes.
Okay, great. Because we need to put together something that at least resembles a cake. It doesn't need to have to taste like
yes.
cake.
We
but it
spoke
should
of this cake.
Look like
Yes,
cake is important.
of
That
course.
one acolyte really got under. I mean, it's important that my friends have cake on their wedding. That's the important thing.
They are not used to outsiders here.
Yeah. Well, they're also not used to, I don't know, being good fucking friends, man. That would sorry.
It's okay. It's
their
okay.
wedding.
I can
It's
see you are
important.
riled up. It's okay.
Here's the thing.
Look,
It doesn't need to taste like cake. It just needs to look and chew like cake. The rest I can take care of.
For fuck's sake.
My friend, you cannot You cannot have a cake that is not a cake. There is cake or no cake.
No, you're wrong. We can make that happen. That's exactly what I'm proposing.
This
Yes.
is where you're wrong, because we
Okay.
have already spoken of this, and I have been talking to the other refugees, and we have something. It is not quite a cake. It's more of a sweet bread, but I assure you, it is as cake as you can get right now.
My question is, can we have it in layers, and can we put some kind of icing on it?
Of course. Icing, I'm not so sure. Do you have any kind of goat's milk?
Yes, that we do have. I know that
icing
for a fact.
we may be able to make.
Great, because
But yes, we have several of these sweet breads. We can stack them, of course. I will, if you can bring me some goat's milk, I will get it to them, and with whatever sugar they have left, I'm sure they can whip up some simple kind of icing.
The best. I would like to find that acolyte.
Tang.
I would like to find that acolyte who didn't want to help with the caravan.
When you yelled at and called her religion a cult.
No.
Yes.
Well, yes.
100% yes.
We have a clip to prove it now.
Sorry, I thought I called her a lich in a cult. No, I definitely referred to her religion as a cult.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'd love to find her.
Kind of gathering in the courtyard, or she's kind of. No, this is earlier. So you find her. Actually, make an investigation check.
Oh, you can. That I'm good at. That's just gonna be a 14.
You look around. It takes you the better part of the afternoon, and eventually you track her down.
Fuck! I need that goat milk now. Fuck.
Who do you know that would have access to goat milk?
Everyone. Like, fuck. No. God damn it. They're more important. She'll have the cake. That's if I can't find her in like 10 minutes. I'm just gonna let it slide. Okay. I'm gonna let it slide.
Yeah.
She'll be at the party. I know where she's gonna be. I know where she lives. It's fine.
Okay. So yeah,
I
you
will
search
just find
fervently for like 10 minutes, and then are like, fuck it.
I'll go down to the kitchens. I assume there's a kitchens.
There is a kitchen. Yeah.
Hey, hi. I'm Letters. I'm an Obnashi of the high priestess.
I think I know the word you're trying to say.
Yes.
It's fine. I appreciate you trying. What can I do for you? And she kind of wipes flour off her head.
I would love some goat milk and sugar. I'm trying to make a traditional dish as a celebration for tonight. If you've got any to spare.
Yes. How much? We have lots of goat's milk. How much sugar do you need? I don't have an endless amount, so I will give you what you need. How much do you need?
Maybe like 3 cups.
You're not a baker, are you?
No, but I've got a good one.
I will give you this. This should be enough for whatever it is that you're.
So good.
You can see she kind of brings over a large bowl, and it goes to the back storeroom and fills up a large bowl full of sugar.
Great. Out of curiosity, do you know what cake is?
Of course, I know what cake is.
Oh, do you all know what cake is here?
Yes, most people who bake or cook.
No, but I mean, like everyone at the temple. Is cake a thing you do?
It's not something we generally make.
Does everyone know about it? Because I'm kind of running a long con here, and I was really hoping to make a splash.
I mean, perhaps some of the younger acolytes, as she kind of like leans back against the wall. You can see she's like an older, kind of light green skinned tiefling, kind of like a long, almost stag-like horns. She kind of
nice.
Some of the younger ones might not, as we don't generally have a lot of cake. And to be perfectly honest, I can't remember the last time I had cake. So I suppose not everyone would know what it is.
That's the best news. Thank you so much. I'm going to take this bowl of sugar. I'm going to take this container of goat's milk. And I will see you tonight.
Can I ask you a favor before you go? If you are making cake, as I am putting together, it sounds like you are. Can you save me a slice?
Of course.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Sean Deppner doesn't want to ask this NPC's name out of politeness to my DM, but it seems so rude to have this conversation and not ask this woman's name. Yeah, sure. Hey, I'm Letters, by the way.
I'm Daliath.
Daliath, it is such a pleasure. Been talking to you. You are an absolute credit to your temple.
Thank you.
I'll see you tonight.
See you tonight.
My fucking condolences. Holy shit. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Okay. Great.
You are.
Hey, do you know that one? No. You know what? Thank you, Dahlia. Did I forget her name already?
No, it's Dahlia. Thank you.
Oh, thank God. Okay, Dahlia. Great. Thank you so much. I'm gonna take my milk. I'm gonna take my bowl of sugar. I'm gonna like, Kato, look what I got. And we're good to go.
My friend, this is amazing. This is enough sugar. We could probably get a cake going.
Oh, perfect. That's
We will have the
exactly what I'm going
sweetbreads
for.
and the cake. There will be enough for everyone. This is
Kato,
wonderful.
Buddy.
Please.
Here.
I know you're going to thank me, and I appreciate it.
Well, I'm not just gonna thank you. Here's another 10 gold. Pass it around the bakers.
I will keep this 10 gold. Thank you. As he turns around and he heads over to the other refugees.
That's okay. He's earned it. And I will pass the buck. Someone else do some RP.
Did anyone else want to do anything before the ceremony in the evening kicks off? All good? Cool.
I would cast sending to my parents, Tim.
Okay, yeah. To your dad or your mom?
To my dad.
Okay.
Nice. Bring your dad.
Bring your dad.
Cast sending to your dad.
Your dad.
Hi,
Everybody.
Dad. It's Yana. Kokanee and Nepentha got married. How are you? What color is the sky where you are? Love you. Send my love to Mom.
Back. Hello, Yana. Good to hear from you. That's fantastic. It's yellow. Bit concerning. Why do you ask? Very specific question. Are you all right? Will do.
I'd cast sending again. I'm fine right now. Don't worry too much. The sky is yellow here too. I don't think it's a good thing, but we'll get it fixed. Good night.
You hear back. I'm your dad. I always worry. Good night. If it's night for you, love you, Dad. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Great. All right. So the rest of the day passes, and you see as the sun begins to set. You can see it setting. However, the sky is still kind of this sickly yellow color and quite light.
Is it more yellow than the previous day?
Yes. It
Like
is.
how much more yellow?
It went from being kind of like sort of dim light in the sky. It is now not quite the equivalent of daylight, but it is getting closer. It is quite bright. And you see as the priestesses and acolytes all kind of gather around, you can see Oftish kind of goes to the center of the courtyard. And you can see she kind of spins her hand and this large ball of black energy kind of radiates out, and you can see within it sort of swirling dots of white light as she kind of spins it into almost like an umbrella shape that then kind of shoots up into the sky over the temple. And you see the entire rooftop of the temple is engulfed in this starry night sky, as for the first time in a number of days, you feel like it is night outside as this sort of canopy of starlight above you. And you can see the body of Hade is being brought out by the summit.
Neppy would kind of come down from her chambers, I'm assuming with Kokanee, and she would kind of start, she would take a moment. I'm going to go do this. Now, I'll see you after. All right. I'm gonna
Kokanee.
go.
Do you want to say anything there, bud, to your newlywed wife?
Oh,
Who's like
sorry.
performing her mother's eulogy? You know, I hear listening's important in relationships and marriages.
Sorry, I'm a
Flutter's
little
in
a
the
little
room being a
out of
marriage
it
counselor.
already. Wow.
Oh, wow. Yes, I'm gonna go and. Do I look all right? Do I
You
look
look great.
okay? I'm nervous. I've conducted so many funerals, but
There's nobody in the world more qualified for this than you are.
thank you.
Those are great.
Thank you. It will be a sight for all of you.
And I mean, hey, if it doesn't go well, I'm sure Letters will light something on fire.
Oh, there are enough of us here to do that. We can do that just fine. If I know that you have some of the same, we as tieflings all have the inborn ability to grow flame or open some doors or some windows or make our voices louder. There will come a time where it will seem very obvious. You are welcome to, as a religious figure yourself, you're welcome to join in as well.
Sure.
All right, here goes everything, I suppose. She would kind of,
Good luck.
thank you. She'd, wanting to preserve, I guess, some propriety in front of everyone, she would just take his hands and just squeeze them like so tight. And then she would go. Then she would start walking her way toward the Astari, the sacred grove where Hade's pyre would be. And she would get to the edge of the sacred grove and wait for Aftish.
Dish comes over.
And she would take off her shoes, as is customary, and she would walk barefoot into the grove and turn and face the priestesses. Is everyone there? Like,
Yeah, everyone is there. You see Velvari is there, in a kind of her deep reddish black robes, kind of hunched over on her cane.
all right, Tish, you ready?
Of course.
Okay. So Nepi would turn and face all of the priestesses, the acolytes, and Blackwater, and she would use thaumaturgy to start projecting her voice louder. I would like to invite all in attendance to bow your heads as we begin prayer. And you would hear, is Kokanee the only one who speaks Infernal now?
In the party?
Letters
Yes.
don't you speak Infernal?
It's Kokanee.
Bunch of
It's just
languages.
Kokanee.
It's just Kokanee. Okay. The rest of you would hear all of the priestesses start saying the same, like, short prayer in Infernal. Kokanee would hear, let her grace be here. Let her grace shine through. Let her presence be known to those who hear this prayer. And then Nepi would switch back to common. There is not one of you in this temple who did not feel the depths of care given by our Reverend Mother Hade, first of her name. Every one of you blessed with a handful of moments, be it a meal shared or solace spent seeking guidance in your prayers. Her soft smile granted over laughter. And though I have spent 3 years away, her voice will be one of those that will always champion me in my moments of strength and achievement, and comfort me if I am in the waves of my deepest sorrows. With this, I bid you raise your heads as I raise mine in prayer. beseeching and bidding Hade a safe journey in the arms of her grace. A hand outstretched, taken willingly with the profound acceptance of this new chapter as she departs this life and walks unburdened into the next. She would not have us weep. This is not the end of her story, but simply a page turned, a leap into the unknown that stands before her, for her eyes alone. We will each see her again one day, and we can be assured that she will have stories to share, and will welcome each of us with the kindness, compassion, and warmth of her heart that we will all miss as our own time marches steadily onward. To those of you who stand before me, my blessed sisters, the prayer in our hearts is the foundation on which we build our life going forward. Let our faith be our bastion. Let us stand unwavering at the edge of the dark that threatens to consume the world, and let us cast her divine light into every hollow. We are her chosen. We are the grace that affronts the chaos and bears it weight. We may bow, but we will not break. We will not let any chains shackle us. And with every ounce of my soul, I bid each of you rise stronger, charge stalwart ahead, to be more than you ever thought you could in the light of her grace. Carry the light with you every day. Let nothing snuff it out. I now call forth Aftish, the appointed hand of Temple Felinis. She steps forward, I'm assuming.
She steps forward.
My dear Aftish, you have served this temple with your whole heart from the early days of your youth and have championed its resilience in everything you do. You carry with you the gravity of our sacrament and support the pillars of our ritual. You honor the past by carving a new way forward for all of us. I am so honored to serve alongside you, and more importantly, I am so grateful to call you my dear friend. And I would take the prayer beads in my hands, and I would place them around her neck. By the powers vested in me as High Priestess of Nepthisiket at both Temple Felinis and Temple Caracal in Wulfrene, in her sacred name, I pronounce you Aftish, first of her name, the Reverent Mother Superior of our order. May your wisdom guide us forward in the age to come. Be sturdy, Aftish, and full of hope.
You see, as you say that, she kind of looks up at you, and for the first time, you've never seen her eyes do this before, but you see her kind of, her normally sort of light purplish eyes kind of go, the pupils go feline-like for a second. She looks at you, and then she blinks, and it's back to normal.
I would flash mine as well.
She smiles.
And so we would take hands and we would turn to the funeral pyre, and I'm assuming there would be a candle or a flaming kind of cauldron around.
Yep.
We would light the pyre for
Mm-hmm.
Hade, and you would see every priestess in the temple take their hands from low and start raising it high, using thaumaturgy to grow the fire all around the bonfire until it is this absolutely raging fire.
You don't feel the heat kind of singeing your face as you're like struggling to keep your eyes open, as you can see all of the priestesses kind of combining their power together as this raging, almost white hot inferno just consumes the pyre in this beautiful, terrifying spectacle.
And we would wait a few moments until everything was at least starting to burn. And I would turn to the priestesses. Now, let us celebrate. And that's when I'm assuming the drumming would start and the party would kick off.
And that is probably where we're going to take our break. And we'll come back to the party.
Could I do something just before the break? Because like
please.
at some point in the party, Finnan would jump up on the table and he'd be like, "I know
Wait,
today."
During the party? We haven't started the party.
We haven't started the party. Well,
we're going to take our... Yeah, save it, buddy.
Tim's going to ruin us during the party.
Oh, yeah.
I have a bit. I have a thing.
Yeah.
We'll get to it during the party, though.
Don't worry. It's coming. We're going to take a quick break.
Hold it.
Okay, well, then you have to
Lock it
come.
down.
Everyone has to stay and watch and wait until after the break. Because
That's the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And we'll be back.
Let Adam do.
See you soon, guys.
We will see you guys so soon.
Bye.
Bye.
And we're back.
And away we
back.
go.
All right. So,
We don't have Adam yet.
We are back.
oh my.
He's here.
There he is.
There we go.
Hello.
Just a
All right.
casual costume change over there.
Yeah.
How many of you are wearing jorts now?
100%.
Bring your jorts.
Excellent.
Bring your dad.
A blanket. So
Nice.
cold for jorts.
Too cold. Never. All right.
Take
So
it back.
you have just watched the funeral process. The burning of the pyre has just kind of finished, and you see the drumming start to swell as you can see there is a lightening of the mood as everyone begins to dance. You see all the acolytes and priestesses begin to kind of dance rhythmically in line with the drumming as the party has begun.
I would love to just at the start walk over to Kato and be like, so glad you're here. And I clap him on the back and I cast skill empowerment on him. So he's going to have, unless he already did have expertise, I'm going to take a risk and say he was just proficient. But he will have expertise in performance now.
Okay. You see him, he kind of turns to you and goes, I did not know there would be other drummers here. This is not preferable, but
how many
it's okay.
flouts do you see? How many flouters?
You're right.
Yeah, you're the only
This
buddy
is-
who brought a pan flute.
All right.
You got this.
You see, he kind of
And-
strikes his shoulders.
I think you're really gonna have it now. And I give him a magical little wink. Can't really make it magical. I don't have those types of spells, but I put just a little razzle dazzle on it.
All right. He's gonna make a performance check.
Yes, make it.
He rolled a 19.
Oh,
Pretty good. So you hear that flute just like cut through all those drums in this beautiful melody, just dancing on the rhythm. It is quite something.
As the melody picks up,
Oh my god.
I'm going
Here
to
we
jump up
go.
on the table
no.
and I'm going to go, ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, the High Priestess here, has told me that you folk celebrate a life. And that's what we're doing here today. But today we have further cause for celebration because two people have been joined in marriage. I've been told
You just see Neppy's eyes just go wide across
I've been
the
told
room.
I was the best man, and I'd not been one before, so I've been told that certain traditions must be upheld. And,
Absolutely.
thank you, my friend Letters, and my new friend Kato told me
Oh, no.
what my duties involved, and so Kokanee, this one's for you. And he's gonna, with a very not too gratuitous, but it's a light body roll, is gonna start singing. You were a fighter, looking for a cleric, someone who knows how to heal and keep everyone alive. Gotta be a tiefling who takes you to Felinis. Buck wild when you lose your heart. You know she's gonna resurrect you. Wounded, get nappy. Well, she'll heal you. If you're dying, don't worry. Panther will save you. And he was just gonna sing that through.
Okay. Amazing. Can you roll a performance check for your dancing, please?
Yeah, I gotta get my dice because I haven't needed them all night.
Didn't bring your dice to the.
Wow.
Didn't even have his
Roll
headphones in.
dice
Dude,
at
we don't
BlackwaterDnD.
Blackwater D&D
We don't
doesn't
roll dice here.
Okay, look, guys, I'm gonna make you roll so many fucking dice
No,
now.
no, Tim,
I would
Tim,
just
this
like to
is
say-
criticism.
We
Sorry.
take it back. We roll dice all the time.
I would.
I had to roll a lot of
join in
dice.
on my drum.
Okay,
Uh,
roll a performance check then.
Also, someone clip that,
Guys.
please.
Please.
Guys, it was the most important role of my life. That's a natural 20.
Oh!
So that's a
not-
25 all told. It's a
Not
Kokanee,
very,
you're aroused.
very
You
good
don't
body
get a choice.
roll.
He critted.
Yeah,
Kokanee's aroused.
a number of people are aroused. You see Kato like stop like on the flute for a second, like
How old is Fennin?
A boy.
he's a boy.
Young boy.
I need this to.
The best
I-
boy.
I think I am not needed here.
Kato, no.
This
No,
man,
Kato, stay. Stay.
I'm shaken to my core, and I am very aroused. and it is all very confusing.
It's okay. Put it into the song. Put it
You're
into the
right.
song.
You're right. I must support this man as he continues to play. But his dancing is incredible. Like, this is a side of Finnan none of you have ever seen, and it is. Finnan is a man now.
He's a man now.
And then
I would
levels up, and
100%
none of
love-
us. None of us will.
I would love to scan the crowd for Trixie, that acolyte who brought him the goat milk. How's she doing?
She make a perception check.
Oh, I'm not good at those. No, one. It wasn't a natural one, but I have a -1 to perception.
Finnan and Neppy would have noticed that she visibly swooned. She nearly passed out.
I lock eyes with her halfway, like in the song.
And she's like,
It's too powerful.
Oh,
You can't
no.
do that.
Too much.
she is
Too
like,
much.
she is blushing so
Oh my
hard.
God.
She
Finnan
is
is
like,
Finnan is too powerful.
it is. The party is bumping now. Everyone is like, it's dialed up to 11.
I was so
Tim.
worried it would be inappropriate, and I think it was.
It was for a second. Like it was hovering on the line, and then it just like people just went with it.
I think it would have been the moment where Neppy's eyes went wide, and then she realized, she was like, "Oh, yeah," and then you just saw her start dancing her way through it. And she
Could
was
have
just,
gone so wrong.
could have gone so bad.
But I figure I'm just like standing beside Nepentha at this point. I'm like, so was that how you planned to tell everybody?
To be honest, I didn't plan to tell anybody at all, but here we are.
To be fair, Finnan never said who
Well-
was married.
And then just
Well-
sing
He
a
said
song
there
about
was a
Nepenthe.
marriage, but did sing. You know what? Yeah,
Yeah,
the song is quite
did say the
explicit.
name.
I realize in hindsight.
Well, I guess as they say here, the cat's out of the bag.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry,
Wait.
what?
Boo!
What cat?
No,
cat?
no.
Boo! One second. How do we kick Matt out of
Put a
this?
cat
How
in
do
a
we kick
bag,
him out?
Kokanee.
If I can leave if you'd like.
We just all need to vote. We all need to vote right now.
God is a cat. That's
Neppy
be like,
would-
"Oh, I guess Christ is really out of the cave on this one at the
Oh,
Vatican.
Neppy would grab Kokanee's hand, and she would go, "Now, High Priest, you owe me a dance. Come, let's go." And she would just drag him onto the dance floor. Yeah, we would go dance.
Tim, is there a party girl role I can make for Kelly to go full party girl?
Yeah, it's a subclass.
Of Paladin.
Of Paladin, party Paladin.
Vengeance
Paladin.
party paladin.
girl, woo girl.
Oath of
It's your alter
party.
ego. Oh, the party.
And
We will make it for the next campaign. I promise you. It exists now. It's in the world.
Tim, please.
Every time you say something like that, it exists.
I just want to be a party girl.
Yeah, you let loose in a big way. This whole moment, you can tell that there has been this kind of held breath throughout the temple with everything that's been going on, and this is the first moment for all of you in the build up to this that you really feel like you've been able to exhale and actually enjoy yourselves for a second as you dance under this beautiful starry sky above you. There is a sense of relief that washes over you as you're all sort of swept up in the celebration.
At some point, Neppy would come over, and she would be carrying a tray. On the tray, there would be 6 glasses, and you would see what looks like the white water that Neppy uses to like help with healing magic. And there would be like a piece of it, almost would look like the equivalent of like a piece of peach inside it. It's bright orange inside it, and it doesn't really. You smell a bit of sweetness coming off of it. Well, we have reached that point in the evening. This is Rilashara, and you are under no obligation to imbibe. It is not alcohol. We take the Rila, which grow on the almwat trees in the sacred grove, and we place them to sit in white water for a time. You will find the effects quite pleasant. It should not impair your judgment. It should not make anything. I have never had a negative experience. but you are under no pressure too. But this is please consider this, that Felinis' official welcoming for you. We do not simply let anyone enjoy Rila Shara with us. It is considered a rite of passage. It is considered an exceedingly proud honor. And I wish to give this to you as my dearest friends and people who I care about so much. So,
All right. So she hands out the drinks to everyone. I assume everyone takes some.
Could I take
Okay.
mine and do one of those like arms crossed with clack as you're like, it's
Yeah.
a drink? It's a drink?
it's a drink. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd love to like, and like
Yeah.
do a
Oh,
little
yeah,
a
dude.
little
You have to get
like a
down on
clink.
your knees.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still on the table,
Okay, you're still singing and dancing.
body
Okay.
rolling.
Okay.
Drinking while body rolling?
Drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can we do Rayla shots? Or Rela, what's it called?
Rila Shara.
Yeah,
shot.
let's do
Yeah,
some
they are
Rela
small.
shotas.
Yeah.
Let's do a shot ski, but it's just on Callie's sword.
I'm here for it.
All right, so I'll have you all make Constitution saving throws. I will say, Neppy, you can make this an advantage as you have had Rila before.
Guys, I followed up that natural 20 performance check with a natural 1.
How close am I to? How
But
close
you get
am
my
I to
plus
Callie?
4. You get my plus 4. if you're
Doesn't
close.
matter,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a
we
natural 1.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a 24 for me.
It's gonna be an 18 because I'm next to Callie.
We're next to Callie, I guess,
Oh, yeah.
because we're all getting it together.
Guys,
20
the
'cause I'm
dice are
focusing
telling a
on
story tonight, and I
Shadow.
love it.
So that'll be 30.
You've never been drunk in your life. You can't. It just doesn't work for you.
It's 15 for me.
15. Okay.
I would also like not try and save against it because
Yeah.
there's like, why would I bother? Yeah.
Just let
Wait,
it
is that
happen.
an option? Because Callie
Um,
wouldn't.
Callie, what was yours? What was your
12.
save? 12. Okay. So most of you, with the exception of Kokani and Yana, these effects are kind of lessened. You sort of feel them, but not to their full extent. The rest of you feel this kind of wave kind of come over you of relaxation as you feel time begin to sort of slow down just ever so slightly. You feel completely in control of your body and yourself, but you feel this sort of wave of happiness and simplicity kind of wash over you as you feel the drink kind of burn the back of your throat ever so slightly with kind of hints of cinnamon, and this sort of pungent clove kind of hits you as you just slip into this state of relaxation and slow time.
It's
If you
not.
go.
It's not hitting me.
No, barely. You feel a little wave of like, this is nice, but it doesn't seem to be having any
If
effect
you're
beyond that.
wounded.
drunk
Actually,
in
no,
2
I could probably go
years.
faster.
I figured that I'd be more susceptible. I'll do another one.
Make it a
Yes.
disadvantage this time.
Yeah, okay.
Is another one an option?
Seeing Kokani do another one, I go, yes, and I do another one too.
7 plus 8 is going to be 15, assuming
Okay.
that Callie's gone off partying.
That's a good one. 11
Yes.
plus 3. Oh, my fucking stats are up right when I need them. 11 plus 3, so 14.
Okay. You both, Kokani, you now begin to feel the effects as they kind of take hold. And then you like, you feel it, the sort of second wave as like time slows a little bit more to where the point where your thoughts are not quite coming out in cohesive ways as you're thinking about every word you're saying as you're saying it.
I reach over and I grab Kokani by the face and I look at him and go, you brother me heart big for Lightkeeper.
Okay,
Smile soul.
yeah.
Oh, no.
We're just gonna pull him really close in and a hug. I've been there, buddy. I've been there.
You feel completely in control of your body and your movement. You just feel the passage of time, and the thought process is hitting you so slowly.
And Nebby would go, all right, now, please, go free, be free. Go have fun in the party.
Speaking
This
of
is-
fun and free, you're giving us your traditional thing. I heard it might have been untrue, but I heard you guys didn't have cake here. So we made Kato, now's the time. We made a wedding cake.
And you see Kato like brings out on a cart a fairly large wedding cake. It is probably about 3 sections high, with this sort of like glistening white icing all over it. It looks beautiful.
Now I know this is your first marriage, but you are contractually obligated to like feed it to each other, but probably smush it into each other's face. Like, you know, you were supposed to feed it to each other because you're so wacky and whatnot. You smush it into each other. That's how everybody does it. It's delightful.
Is that a tradition in the Ska?
I'm gonna roll insight on that one.
We don't. Yeah,
Me too.
me too.
It's a 4 plus 8. So
What was your
I mean,
deception?
if you
It's-
say so, letters.
Look, it's definitely
20
a tradition to feed it to
28.
each other.
My
It's
insight
not
was
technically
28.
speaking a tradition to like comically smush it into each other's face, but people do, and so
Yeah,
it's become,
it's
it's like
just-
it's like the chicken dance isn't a tradition, but it kind of is.
And with Patch, it's just rocks. You just sort of jam rocks into each
Just-
other's face.
Jam loose
Sounds really
gravel into each other's
uncomfortable.
mouths. It's
Mhm.
great. You're like, ha ha ha, we're so silly.
I don't like shirts.
If you say so, letters, and I'll take a piece of cake and I'll put it in Neppy's face.
You get hit with this like it is good, but it is like quite strong. Like as you feel the cake hit you, it is kind of like a dense like rum cake.
Okay.
And you like, but you're also hit with this like blast of like tangy, almost like goat cheese, like icing. Like it's like sweet, like honey goat cheese. So
Oh
it's
my
just
God.
like, it's a bit assaulting as you're sort of like, it's good, but it's not what
It's a
you
lot.
expected. Yeah.
It's a lot. And I'd be like, all right, darling, here you go. Shove the cake at him. Is that how it's supposed to go? Did we do
Yeah,
that?
you nailed it. You did it great.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna-
mean, I would have used more gravel, but that's just
Apparently,
me.
apparently.
I'm gonna take
I'm
2
new to
slices.
this- new to
I'm
this
gonna take
wedding
2
thing.
slices,
Mhm.
and I'm going to very cheekily slide up to Yana and be like, Yana, you seem like someone who knows baked goods. Like, you've been around the baked goods, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Right?
I've spent a lot of time around Gus, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Right? This cake is kind of gross. I thought it'd be better. But you're a wizard. Can you prestidigitate 1 slice of this to taste like the best cake you've ever had? Can you do that for me?
I can give it a try.
I love that. Okay, this one
Okay.
right here.
Yeah, I cast prestidigitation.
Does it just take off all the icing? Is that what?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
It
exactly
just
what it
changes
does.
the flavor. It just changes the flavor for an
Just
hour.
cleans it all off.
I'm gonna give the untampered slice. I'm gonna
Okay.
find Daleth. What's
Yeah,
fuck,
let's
I'm
go
so
with
bad
that. Let's go with Daleth.
Dahliath. Dahliath?
Yeah.
Dahliath.
Yeah.
Dahliath. I'm gonna find
Dahliath.
Dahliath.
It's
Dahliath.
Dahliath.
Dahliath. Fuck.
It's pronounced
Dahliath.
Dahliath, but it's all right. We're new here.
Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm an Obanashi. We're new. I'm gonna give her the cake. Be like, this one's for you. And then I'm gonna search that party for that fucking acolyte who didn't want to help with the cake.
And make an investigation check. As you can see now, a number of acolytes and priestesses have begun to swim in the water itself as well.
17.
17. It takes you about 30 minutes, but you do track her down as she is dancing with a few other acolytes, kind of off by one of the trees. Yes.
Knock
can I help?
knock.
Hi.
Hey,
What?
I heard you were looking for a slice of cake.
Oh,
Oh, you might not know what that is. This is cake.
Hey.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's tradition to eat it at weddings. Sorry, you don't have those here. So this is for you. The high priestess really wanted you to try it.
Make a deception check.
I fucking hate this woman. It's a 3.
I rolled a 5. He goes, yeah, sure. You can just leave it there, I guess. Okay, bye. she kind of turns back around and begins to dance with her friends. Hey, dude, are you okay?
No. And I take out my spell book and I review what I have to enact vengeance.
You can see like the other two acolytes kind of next to her, sort of looking over their shoulder and like
I don't
laughing a
leave.
bit.
I stay put, looking at my spell book.
Do I see this whole thing? Do I see this happen?
Make a perception check.
I've had this moment on a club before.
Well, so for Neppy's perception check, Finnan is once again up on a table, but this time he's singing, "We woke up in Felinis saying, how the hell did this shit happen? Drunk in love!"
Slow. Wouldn't it be slow?
Yeah.
So slow.
No, it's
like-
fast because his perception is slow, so it's really quick.
Yeah. Got a point.
It's gonna be a 21 for my perception check.
21. Yeah, you do see letters standing over by a few acolytes.
Do we go fix that, or do we just? I mean,
I don't think it's the time to babysit our friends.
no. I was more worried about the acolytes. I was more worried about letters. Actually, they can be a little snippy sometimes.
Oh, he'll
Let
be
the
all right.
acolyte snip.
He'll be all right.
All right,
I think there's very few people who would be more all right than letters.
that's true. You're probably correct. Yeah. I see Sean like so intently poring over his spell.
Dude, I think we should
Because
maybe
his
just
face is so loud.
we should get out. Come on, let's just
Black
leave it
speak the voice
alone.
of reason.
Where's
You've got the murder look in your eye.
Well, look, for someone to like not help make cake, I get that. Look, here's the thing. I'm upset because A, ouch. B, she doesn't know how good cake is, and this is theoretically the best cake. And it's only gonna be that way for an hour. Like,
Oh, I know, but some battles just aren't worth fighting.
Class
Finnan.
system.
Finnan,
Yeah, what?
Finnan, you
Yeah.
are the.
Do you like
second
shirts? I
person
don't like
in-
shirts.
Okay, Finnan,
Alright.
focus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to
Just take my
really
shirt off.
tighten it up. Nope. Well,
Okay.
maybe. That's up to you.
Right.
This is the most important thing I've ever asked you. I need you to take this piece of cake, take it to her. Do you see the one with the horns? I
Yeah.
point her
All
out,
have
describe. I
horns.
realize we haven't actually described what she looks like, but it doesn't matter. He knows who I'm talking
they
about.
all have horns?
They all
Yeah.
have horns.
That's
Yeah, I
all
see the one.
Sean Deppner knows about her. Let him describe her in detail, because I just have Tim.
She has kind of like sort of darkish purple skin and short stubby horns. They're
The one
wide
that
and
looks like a
stubby.
grape with
She's
nubs.
like
Right.
I'm
you
gonna
grape
need
nub.
you.
she's relatively short.
Don't
gonna
call her
feed
that
me?
to her
God.
face. No,
Oh my god.
I need you to go to Grape Nub
Grape nub.
and get her to try this cake. You are
Great.
much more charming than I am. And
Okay.
especially right now, after that performance, you are the hotness.
Okay. Thank you. Should I take
Do
my
your
shirt
thing.
off?
That's
I'm
up
gonna
to
take
you.
I'm gonna take my
No.
shirt off. He
No.
takes his shirt off. As he walks away with his fist clenched around a piece of cake.
No,
And he
it's on a
won't-
plate. It's on a
He's,
plate.
he's grabbed it from
he
the
did that
plate.
thing.
I grabbed
Yeah,
it
he
too.
did that thing when you held out the plate. He just grabbed it with his hand, like an ice cream cone. When you just grab it from the top.
He's gonna walk over to her. He's gonna go, hi, I'm Finnan.
You see she
You
kinda
like?
turns.
Do you like cake? I like cake. You should try this. It's
Ah,
tasty.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Grape Nub. Nice to meet you. That singing was really
No,
good.
no. We're not supposed to call you that. Are you great? What?
That's my name.
I was-
You're not- Wait, you make a perception check. I rolled a natural 19 as she sees letters standing behind you, like
Wait,
in the
no,
distance.
yeah,
'Cause
I am watching this, probably not subtly, because that's not what I do.
I
she
I
kinda
have
looks like,
cake. I don't have a shirt. Where's my shirt? Have you seen my shirt?
no, you
Do you
took it
want
off and you were
cake?
singing. No, I think I'm fine. You can take
Okay,
it back to your
he just
friend.
starts eating it. Oh, this is really good. Oh wow, this is
Finnan,
great
your
cake.
shirt's
Yeah.
over here.
Oh, thank you,
You left
Spooky.
your shirt.
Yeah.
No problem.
I'm gonna
hon.
go on the table again. Like get back up on the
Okay.
table.
Your
Okay.
singing was really good.
Hey, this next song is for you, Grape Nub. Fucking hell.
No, no,
We
no.
can't call her Grape now.
That's her
her
name.
name.
That's what she
That's her
introduced
name.
It's a
herself
fucking
as.
name.
Canonically,
Oh
that's
my
her name.
God.
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
do it. It hurts me. I'm never going to
And
be able to say that name with a straight
Callie's
face.
gonna kill her so that we just never have to say it ever again.
I would
Finn is going to
honestly
marry
say,
Grape Nub.
honestly say this feels like very par for the course for when the evening devolves after a
Grape
Felinis party. Somebody calls somebody Grape Nub. Somebody's on a table. It feels fine.
I met a tiefling named Grape Nub. Her face was so beautiful and purple like a grave.
Make a performance check.
His lyrics are the best, but
This would be a disadvantage.
disadvantage.
I want Callie.
Yeah,
I want Callie to have made some friends.
That's a 19.
19. Yeah, it's still really good. She's like listening. She's confused. It's weird. You also see Trixalia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trixalia kind of come up to your table, and as you begin to sing about Grape Nub, she kind of is like, and she kind of walks away.
I miss nothing. And as she walks out, I go,
Yeah.
Trixie, you and I should go swimming later. Swimming, yeah, later?
And she turns around and she goes, yeah,
But I should take my shirt off so it...
it's already off.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready to go swimming. Let's go swimming.
And
She
do
runs
you
up
need
and
your
grabs
shirt?
your hand.
No, I'm
Over
going
here.
swimming. No, I don't want my shirt to get wet. I'm
Also,
going
to this
swimming.
point, Neppy
No.
has not said anything to you all about swimming.
Spooky, I love you.
Love you too, bud. Have
And then,
fun.
like, aside to Trixie, but platonically. And then he's gonna...
So she takes your hand and leads you towards the pool. Callie, you begin to mingle about. You meet a number of tieflings.
Kogan's gonna go look for Callie.
Okay. You kind of sidle up next to. You begin talking to some of the older priestesses, and you meet a kind of tall, red-haired tiefling who, similar to you, muscular build. She's got long, kind of sharp horns. She stands probably about 6'1", kind of similar size to you. As she kind of like, as you walk up, she's sort of admiring your armor. That's some nice armor you got.
Thank you. Is she wearing armor?
Yeah, you can see under like as part of her robes, she's like she's got kind of like almost like half plate. You can see just kind of poking through some of her robes, but it's quite tasteful with her more ceremonial robes that she's wearing.
I like your armor too.
Thanks. Yeah. I never take it off. I don't know.
Oh my god, me neither.
I was supposed to, but I don't know.
But like, what if you're not wearing it and then you need to like have it?
Well, exactly. And with everything that's been going on, I feel safer having it on.
Me too.
Yeah. You are you folks sticking around or?
No, I think we leave soon. I think we're leaving tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you seem interesting, and we don't get a lot of visitors, so.
Does Callie have a wedding ring?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. It's good to
She
know.
does.
And she
Yes.
has not noticed it.
Koki's still looking for Callie.
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
Allie's just like blushing. Like she's gonna say something. She just has no words right now.
I'm gonna luck again. That's better.
She's kind of just making idle chit chat.
19.
19. Yeah, you spot her standing over next to the tiefling woman.
I'm gonna walk over and just put my hand on her shoulder from behind.
I'll return around.
Yeah, you see Kokanee there.
As she turns, I just like fully put my arms around her and pull her into like such a close hug.
She would hug back, like such a big hug.
Kokanee would just like, like a little drunkenly, because like,
Oh my god, I love these hugs.
just like hold her like so tight and whisper in her ear like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay? She's also whispering.
For real though, are you okay?
Go ahead, stand in an ASMR
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. God, why is everyone asking me if I'm okay? It's because I drowned. Is that why?
I think it's because you drowned.
Okay. Well, I've died before. I'm okay.
Okay.
Okay. She's like,
He's
starts,
like still. He's like
stroking. She's,
still.
like,
Yeah, he's
stroking
still
her
holding on.
head.
He's like,
As you've got your hands draped around him, the tiefling now sees the wedding ring on your hand. She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't see it before. I can leave you two alone.
Oh no, nope. Kelly would move.
Oh.
Coconut would be like, yes, I am married. Have a wife, though.
Oh, okay. So,
Coconut.
okay. Still a bummer, but good to know.
This is Coconut. She'd introduce Coconut.
hi, Kokanee Muckwild.
Hi. My name is right here.
Oh.
It is
My name?
Yes.
My name, you ask?
My name? You asked?
Is
My name?
Nephos.
I'm
Nephos.
Kokanee Lightkeeper now. Change
Nephos?
that today.
Nephos.
Super
Was this
pleased
the,
about it.
this is the tiefling that
No,
oh yeah, the
a
one
different
that Adam...
tiefling, same name.
Nephos.
Because more than one person can have the same name.
Okay.
Nephos,
Who's the other Drevos?
Another red tiefling
With ram horns.
with ram horns.
The one that you saw if she was covered in ash after Hade died.
Yeah.
Can I teach you some, like, there's like not alcohol around, but can I like teach you like some drinking games? Because that's Callie's thing.
Oh.
at parties. Would you
Yeah,
like those
sure.
games? Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
And you begin to teach this tiefling a bunch of drinking games, some with Rila, some with alcohol that you have.
Hell yeah, I do. It's tequila. Callie only has tequila.
Callie, have you seen my swim jorts? I can't find them anywhere. I want to go swimming with Trixie, but I need to wear my. You know what? Kokanee can mend them later, and he's gonna rip off the bottom of his pants. He's gonna rip the legs off his pants. Yeah.
Callie's gonna pick up the bottom of his pants and put them in her bag.
Thanks, Callie. He's gonna wander away.
I mean, it's
Everyone is Finn's mom.
it's mom. It's your choice whether you choose to wear clothes or not.
Takes his pants off. He's, one, drunk, and two, just like doesn't give a fuck. He's like, swimming! And he's gonna go to the water.
And you dive in with Trixie as you begin to swim around. She kind of like swims out and kind of beckons you over. She's also naked, as all the priestesses and acolytes are. And she kind of like swims out in the middle, and she's like, "Come over here."
Okay. And I just like kind of like bad, like drunk swimming where you're just kind of like,
Okay, I'll come to you. I'll come to you. Maybe when you're feeling better, we can go for a walk.
I feel great.
Yeah, maybe just when you have less Rila in your system. It's okay. It's your first time. It's fine.
You're really pretty.
You're cute. Oh.
Hey, it's like we said the same thing, but
Yeah.
different. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, well, let's go for a little swim and then maybe get some fresh air.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Okay.
I looked at Clack. I'm like, we can't have him in the Gravel Boys. He had such a
Yeah.
lead, and he's just losing it.
Yeah,
Like-
dude. I mean, he's young. He's young and dumb.
Yeah, it shows.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, are you okay? You seem
Who, me?
amped. Yeah, you seem amped up.
Look, I'm feeling a lot. I was stoked for a party, and now I'm not stoked for a party.
Oh man.
Also, like all these, like,
Do you want to
like-
go wrestle? Will that make you feel better?
yes, thank you.
Yeah,
here.
we can.
You want to be giant, Clack, and then we can like be more fair when
I
we
mean,
wrestle.
It's more fun that way, but
Yeah,
I don't
that's what
have
I
to be.
thought. Let's go big Clack, and I slap an enlarged person on
Oh
him.
my god, oh my god, oh my god.
As you all see, just like a large, normal size clack, just he's still very dense.
Do they start?
He'd be so dense.
Yeah.
Do they start wrestling within view of Finnan, who desperately wants to be a part of the Gravel Boys?
I mean, I hope they're
God.
not wrestling in the middle of like an ornate, beautiful courtyard around a sacred pool, but I mean,
Look,
They might
people are
be.
fucking skinny dipping and refusing cake. This party's already gotten like weird and greasy.
And Clack turns to Letters and goes,
I mean, there's sand, so it's like the dojo already, but
I think it's
where
close.
do you want to do
Anywhere
this,
where we
brother?
are and we're ready to wrestle is the dojo, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's do it.
you get to wrestle in the far end
Hell
of the
yeah.
courtyard as like a fun sort of sport wrestle. A number of acolytes and priestesses begin to watch. Kato is there drumming the whole, like, as if he's narrating with his drums the fight, the wrestling.
amazing.
Finn is going to abandon Trixie, flounder out of the pool,
Oh
and then come
God.
sprinting up.
He'll
and be
never
like,
be a gravel
Naked.
boy.
I've got the
He's
winner. I
naked.
got the winner. Yeah, buck naked. I got the winner. I'm next. I'm next. Everyone, I'm next.
Dude, put a
I
loincloth on.
let Clack pin me and win.
Clack kind of stands up after he goes, Are you, and he kind of like leans in.
Are you sure you're okay?
Oh, you got me. Oh, jeez, you're the winner. Oh, wow. Okay, have fun, you two.
I see what you're fucking doing. You son of a bitch. I didn't see it at first, and now I do.
Yeah, have fun, you two.
Get him a loincloth. Someone get this man a loincloth.
No,
Kelly,
only gravel
Kelly.
boys get the loincloth.
Kelly, give me a pant leg, and I'm going to wrap a pant leg around like a very
Kelly's just-
short towel.
Kelly's just gonna give him the top half of his pants because she picked those up.
You're like a good
We're
mom.
all
Like a
Finn's mom.
good
Hey,
mom.
bud, do you need your shirt?
He
Still
puts on
your
his
shirt?
no, you can't wrestle with a shirt on. And he puts his jorts
Okay.
on, and he's like, "Let's go."
All right, just make an athletics check.
Clack rolls with advantage because he's
Oh,
giant.
yeah.
Okay. Can I turn to my tiefling friend and be like, I didn't know swimming was an option. We can go swimming.
Yeah, we can definitely go swimming. Yeah, and she starts taking off her clothes to dive into the water.
Kelly's not gonna go naked. She's not that.
Okay. So you kind of dress down a little bit and jump in, and the water is beautiful. It's very warm. It's like you can feel like there is like a salination to it that kind of washes over you. It's very, very soothing. What was your
25.
25? God damn you.
He works out all the time.
As
That's all
like
he does.
you pretty handily overpower Clack, even in his big form. And you put that dance boy down.
It's okay. I tap out.
Thanks.
Easy.
That was really fun, buddy. I can't wait to do it again. And then he takes his pants off and jumps back in the pool.
Jesus
my
Christ.
God.
I mean, he's a menace. I don't know, man. We can talk about this later.
I don't want him to stop having fun, but I want him to stop existing a little bit.
I mean, he's kind of. I thought he
Look,
was.
this is
man,
all
but-
people are going to talk about when they talk about Blackwater visiting.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go get some more cake.
Kelly's definitely
Yeah.
still also wearing the talisman at this point. Like that's
Oh, yeah.
still like
Oh, yeah.
around her neck.
At some point, Neppy would probably like, oh, no, I'm not close enough to him. Never mind. That's something for
Okay.
later.
So you, after the party kind of goes on into the evening.
Neppy would go swimming at some point.
Yeah.
Though.
Okay.
Yeah.
At some point, Finn and Trixie kind of leads you out of the pool. It's like, okay, put a little bit of clothes on and let's go for a
Yeah.
walk.
I feel like at this point, like,
It's worn
with the
off.
effects started to, you guys,
Yeah.
Sure. He puts
You're
on
feeling a little
pants.
more yourself. As she leads you up the stairs to the second level of the temple and then up onto the roof. And the dome of starlight still kind of covers over most of the roof as well. She kind of takes your hand. I really like it up here. It's just kind of a nice view.
Yeah, we had a wedding up here earlier today. It's really
Oh.
romantic up here.
Wow. That's amazing. Are you gonna be around much longer or?
I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea. I don't think so though.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I just thought we could come and sit and enjoy the stars.
I'd like that.
Me too. She kind of like snuggles up close and
Yeah, you
leans
put
her
an
head
arm
over.
around her.
As a little bit of time goes by, she kind of like looks over. It's like, I've never done this before, but and she just leans in to kiss you.
He would return the kiss. I rolled a 2 on insight though, which actually wouldn't be a 2, it'd be a 1. So I feel like he is like,
This is as new for him as it is for
yeah,
me.
like I feel like he's at odds with like he doesn't know what's happening because one, the time of all the like him talking with her, he was fucked.
Yeah.
And now it's like happening. He's like, I am so confused. But he goes with it to the best of his abilities.
So you have a nice kiss, and then sort of you can see this sort of like wave of almost embarrassment as sort of the like, that was fun and weird and as she kind of sits back down.
He grabs her face, he kisses her again.
Yeah, she kind of smiles. Let's just stay up here tonight.
Let's.
Get married. You won't.
I told you I have to get married to Grape Nub.
Later on, the evening kind of passes as it begins to.
If I may, I just would like to share that
Please.
I don't keep a lot of notes as a player, but I do keep a list of enemies. And where is she? Where is enemies? Grape Nub. It's not going to focus, but she's officially on the 3-person list. Don't have a lot of enemies. Grape Nub is on the list.
Right, Nub.
Amazing. So
my god.
The night continues on.
If when Neppy would go swimming, as would be tradition, like when you drink Rilashara, the priestesses basically hold their breath as long as they can and dive down. And while you're under the effects of Rilashara, you're like more susceptible to communing with your goddess. So Neppy would Kokanee have come swimming? Oh, I
Yes.
can't hear. Yes. She would go, I know you don't like water, but this is probably the safest water you'll ever be in. I'm going to dive down for a moment. I likely won't resurface right away. Don't worry, I'll be all right. Also, if you're comfortable, I would encourage you to try it. Go down, dive down as far as you can, hold your breath, and see what happens.
Cocaine put his hand out. Can I come with you?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Okay.
Ready? And then we take a deep breath and we dive down.
Okay. So as you both dive down, you can feel the water kind of surround you as you go deeper and deeper and deeper, as the pool is quite deep. And you don't actually find the bottom. You just kind of come to a place where you can keep yourself there for as long as you can before buoyancy kind of pushes you back up, as you're kind of treading down beneath the water. Are you trying to reach out to this again? Okay. I will have you make a religion check. We'll use wisdom because it's a prayer.
Cool.
And Kokanee, are you reaching out to Erathis, or are you just along for the experience?
I think he's just following Neppy. I think he's along for the experience, whatever that is.
Okay, great.
Religion check?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cocked. Yeah, okay. That's going to be a 27.
Okay. So you feel like a wave of warmth kind of wash over you, a familiar sensation, as your vision in this pool, already somewhat dim. Kokanee, you can't really make out anything. But with your dark vision, you're able to kind of see the edges of the pool, but that starts to kind of fade as your vision goes dark. And you feel yourself kind of floating, almost suspended, as a figure, the face of a figure kind of appears before you, feline-like. Its eyes, kind of that golden yellow, looking back at you. And a smile of sorts kind of creeps across the face. Hello. I'm very proud of you and everything you've done. There is much ahead of you. Be brave and know that I stand with you. I will gift you the power you seek in your moment of need. As the face kind of fades away, as your vision kind of comes back, as you feel your breath kind of start to catch in your lungs, you can feel that sort of burning need for air as you begin to swim up with Kokanee.
As Neppy would crest out of the water. Did you see anything?
Kokanee would come up. I'm assuming he didn't see any of that.
No, you did feel, though, however, while you were down there was a moment where you were kind of fighting that buoyancy. There was a moment you could feel almost as if you were sort of neutrally buoyant, as if like you kind of, without realizing, you had stopped kicking your legs and your arms. And for a second, maybe two, you sort of floated there suspended within the water before you felt kind of the pull from Nepenthe to kind of swim back up.
Did you see her?
No, I didn't see anything.
Are you all right?
I'm okay.
All
I'm
right.
okay. I'm all right.
Do you remember the first time I showed you white water and you asked what it was? And I told you it was divinity? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Go. Reach out to Arethus. There's no harm in trying. And I'm going to cast guidance on him if he's going to go swim down.
Okay. And I'll go down and try, I guess.
I'd go with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you once again kind of take a large gulp of air and you dive back down as you begin to swim. And again, you find that familiar feeling where you're able to kind of hold as deep as you can go. I'll have you make a religion check using wisdom.
Plus a D4.
It's a D4. That is 15 plus 3 plus 9.
Ooh,
Nice.
spicy.
Presumably.
27,
27.
Nice.
if that's math. I think it is.
You hear the kind of soft ringing of a hammer as your vision goes completely black. You hear this kind of ringing. Ting, 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 ting. As you can see in the distance somewhat, a figure hunched over a desk that appears around it, golden light kind of shimmering throughout the edges of your vision. You see the figure kind of stands up and turns, a familiar sight of Arathis. As she kind of strides up, you can see her face comes quite close to yours. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I made a ring today
I know.
for the woman I love.
It was a beautiful ceremony.
Thank you so much.
It is customary to give a gift after a wedding. I have something for you.
You've given me so much already.
Yes, but I only have one high priest. And the days ahead may be your darkest. It's something I've been working on with Torin. As she reaches across and you can feel a hand on your chest It almost seems to pass through those first layers of banded copper and iron, and you feel a warmth radiate through your chest. Should the need arise, you may draw upon this holy might. As you kind of come out of it, you feel that kind of like that warmth kind of turns to that sort of burning in your lungs as you feel yourself kind of swim back up instinctually, kind of holding Nepentha's hand. Mechanically, you now have access to a spell called Draw Upon Holy Might. I will send that along to you.
Yes,
Okay.
gifting magic
Ooh,
left,
wow.
right, and center. How was that? Did you see her?
I did.
I knew you would.
Wow.
The Emac Bida is unbelievably powerful. Thank you.
Thank you. My wife.
Okay.
My husband. I'm assuming we would just kind of swim and just be happy. Doing great.
So the night kind of wears on, and you all find yourselves back in your chambers, laid to rest. Kokanee.
One little thing before
Yeah.
to a close. I got
Yeah.
like a late night thing that I just didn't want to interrupt
Yeah.
because it's with Kokanee Lightkeeper, but I didn't want to interrupt the thing. Can I? Is there a moment where he like
The
steps
god
off
stuff.
and like
Mm.
grabs a piece of cake or takes a whiz or something like?
Either. Which would you prefer?
Definitely taking a whiz.
He takes a lot of whizzes. It's like,
Does Kokanee have diabetes?
Kokanee hasn't drunk in like 2.5 years.
it goes right through him.
Just saying. When my blood sugar's high.
No one needed to know that.
So
but-
much information.
It's one of the
about
symptoms.
Adam.
It's one of the medical
No,
symptoms,
it doesn't
guys.
matter if it's
Guys,
true, Adam.
If you
It
need to
doesn't
pee a
matter
lot
if
and you're
it's
drinking lots of
true.
water, you
No,
need to
no,
make
no.
sure that your blood sugar's not too high. All right? Just saying. Yo, check yourself. Diabetes ain't no joke.
Adam has diabetes, everyone. He's conscious.
Yeah.
If
Hey,
you
Sean,
didn't, that would be the weirdest deep
Yeah, that would have been a really weird moment.
Sean, what do
yeah.
you think?
Sorry, I just not while he's peeing, but just when he's away from Neppy.
Mhm.
I just want to just stroll up to Kokanee and just be like, hey, congratulations. You must feel pretty good.
I do. Yeah.
Good. I had a question that I wanted to ask you. You've got all these scars on you, and they're pretty old, huh? You got those a while ago.
Yeah. I guess there are a few new ones from our adventure, but most of them I got over 15 years ago.
Yeah, and I just noticed when you use healing magic, the scars they heal different. It's not as pronounced. Those look like they healed the au natural kind of way. Would I be right in saying that?
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you feel about them?
Do you know where I got them?
Growing up, I heard some things with your dad, but I don't know too many specifics. I know it was a bad situation, but that's about it.
I was raised by Velsum and Alamir, my father. And they forced me to get tough in their idea of the word. From when I was a kid till when I was almost 20. And that included my death quite a few times. I've been not here, but I've been in these sands before. Letters. I was taken out here by my father and just left to figure out my way back. And I didn't. I like undo my shirt, and on one side there's like a sort of like a cratery looking scar, like it's from a sand scorpion when I was younger than Finnan. And that was daily from the time that I was 5 till time that I was 17 or 18, and they put a plate in my chest and sent me out, told me to go get what they wanted in the world, or they'd pull my heart out.
My question, I guess, is this. I think you are a hell of a man. And I wonder how would you still be you if you didn't have all of this? Would you still be the like kick-ass guy that you are today if you hadn't gone through all that shit?
I don't think I ever got the chance to find out. I never knew me before this. This is what I was. From birth till when I met you, this is what I was. There was no moment in my life where everything was fine and then all of a sudden it got bad. I don't have that reference. It doesn't exist for me. So would I have no idea. I could be a completely different person. I could be the same person. I never got the opportunity to find out letters.
Well, I guess the reason I ask, and thank you for that candidness, is I got scars. I've been in a few scraps, but what we did at the Olayun, the study, I got these scars, and he takes off his sleeveless tuxedo. No, he doesn't have the physical copy. It's the vest. And he points to his back where there's a sort of a cross hatching of very old scars. And he says, I remember this and this. That's from a guy called Gorag the Hacker in one of my first fighting pits. I remember that, but these I don't have anymore. I gave away my childhood before I got bought up by Baba, which seemed, I think, like a good idea. Because here's the thing, I don't remember any of that, but I remember telling people about it, which is kind of fucked up. And I remember talking about how it upset me. But these scars, I remember talking about my mother. I don't remember her anymore, but I remember telling people about her. So I have some idea. But these scars, I don't remember telling anyone about. I just never talked about it. And I don't have it anymore. And I don't think I should have done that. I don't think I should have done that. I think that scars are important now. They hurt. Anyways, I had this idea because I would you give me a scar? Because I got a lot of scars from people who I'd like to forget or who I hate, but I don't have any from people I like. So would you you can be whatever you want. If you want to draw a lightning bolt or whatever the fuck, it's your call. But could you give me a new one and not heal it up, just sort of straight.
Do you want to remember?
I want to remember this.
Do you want to go back and find out what's on your back? Why?
I don't know. I think if this taught me anything, is you shouldn't try to undo it. You can change your relationship to it, but you can't undo it. And I've done something. I can't undo that, or I don't think I should try. And this is me changing my relationship to that.
For many years, I would have dumped my scars in a second. I used to wear a shirt up to here when you guys met me. But eventually I realized that they are a part of the path that brought me here. And there's nowhere in the world that I would rather be.
Yeah.
With you. And with Spooky. Finn. Callie. Clack. And of course Nepentha. But if you want ever to go and find those out, I will go wherever it is and find it out.
I appreciate that, and I'll keep that in mind.
And I want you to understand that like I don't take that promise lightly. I don't know about you guys, but I have no interest in being an adventurer. I am not here because it's so much fun. I am here because otherwise the world ends. And there is nothing I would like more than to settle down with my 7 or 8 close friends and start a bar under our house and never worry about any of this ever again. I am here because we have to be. And I say that I will go whatever it takes to find that out if that's what's required.
Okay.
Because
well, the good news is, as a formal gravel boy, you're already a partial owner of a bar. So now we just have to work on the no worries part.
Sorry, former gravel boy?
No, formal. Fuck. Sorry, that.
This seemed like a weird way to kick me out of the gravel boys. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, you got to be single to be a gravel boy, my dude. No, but please.
That's why Callie's not one.
But yeah, I don't want to take you away from your, nuptials or whatever. But
do you want a new scar?
Yes, please.
Okay. I will raise my hand and summon my sword into my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the super powerful lightning sword that you just got?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Lightning bolt. Sick.
And I will raise and then spin the other way and hit him in the side.
Oh.
Nice. Okay.
You want me to roll for that? I can do a big number if you'd like.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
That's what D&D's about.
Hit
Rolling
him.
dice. And don't say I never let them roll the
Let's
dice.
roll an actual attack for once in our 3 streams.
I'm gonna. Is that an
What a
advantage
demon.
because he's letting me?
Yes.
Yeah, of
Sure.
course.
14
of course
is the
it
first
is.
one. Sure, I'll take the first one to 14.
It's asking for it.
I'll use my channel divinity to add plus 10 to that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So that makes that a 32 to hit.
Shield.
32.
No.
Doesn't it? It's crazy. Yeah, that hits.
So that'll be 6, 12.
I mean, don't chop off a
13.
limb.
That's just a little bit. Hey, that's what Nevi's for. That'll be 15 points of damage.
Woofy. Okay.
And it does lightning damage, right?
Yeah, D4 lightning damage. I rolled a 1, so
Yeah.
14 slashing.
So as
1.
you feel the strike along your side, you feel the initial kind of impact sharp, and then you hear this kind of sizzle as the electric energy just kind of singes it and cauterizes the wound almost immediately. So there's almost no blood.
Fucking ow.
You okay?
Thank
I
you.
am
Yes.
put my
Ow.
hand right over the scar.
No,
You okay?
don't touch it. Don't touch it. This is the process.
I'll take my hand back.
Okay. Good talk.
It's one of the less normal talks I've had, I'm gonna be honest.
Cool.
But
all right.
Thank you.
You're a good man, Kokanee Lightkeeper. And I'm gonna cast Fly and just fly away.
And I'll quietly say you 2 letters as he flies off.
Nice. So as you all make your way to your chambers to rest for the evening, you all slip into a deep sleep. Kokanee, once again, you come to in a dream, again standing in a very familiar temple, looking at the large stained glass of Arathis, as you hear footsteps once again behind you, and a hand reach out and touch you on the shoulder. Strong grasp. You turn and you see a familiar face. You see Torin Blackwater. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Hey!
That's where we're going to end it.
Sure, what-
tonight.
Tim, you fucking cliff lich.
I'm a cliff lich.
I live for this.
Oh
Oh,
my
gosh.
God. Chat, people who joined us tonight, thank you so much for joining us for both a wedding and a funeral
you.
and a party and this. Thank you so much. We love you all so very much.
It's probably gonna kill us all next session. So
Yeah, there'll be a lot
guys.
more dice rolling
Oh, yeah.
next session.
Oh, yeah. Whether you,
Guys.
I mean,
Remember, next session, 3 things. Bring your dads, wear your jorts, eat a cookie.
Bring your
go.
dads to our next game.
Speaking of next game, we will be
If you can't,
playing...
wear your dad's jorts.
Oh,
your dad's got
Ooh,
jorts.
That's
yeah,
preferable.
double down.
That's preferable.
Yeah.
True.
And about
Guys,
his
I'm going to
jorts.
go into my, after this, I'm going to go get a pair of jeans. I'm going to turn them into jorts. That's my commitment to tonight.
That's so wonderful. We all just show up wearing jorts next time.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our next
Can't do that.
stream is Monday. So that would be, well, today's the 4th. So that'll be Monday the 6th, same time, same place. I think we're going to try and slip into a more regular routine, playing Mondays and Saturdays. These seem to be the best nights for us. Yeah.
We're doing
baby.
doubles?
We're doing
Yeah, we're
doubles,
doing
baby.
doubles.
We're doing doubles, baby.
Come join us on Monday.
Yes.
Bring your dads.
Bring your dads.
Wear
Bring your
your
dads
jorts.
to watch us cry.
Watch us cry. We would love to thank our amazing artist who has been just like the biggest, most heartwarming support, Tiana. You can find her at
best.
miss._Marston on Instagram. She's just like the most beautiful person and lovely.
One of our mods,
and-
one of our mods can throw that up in chat if possible.
Yes.
Yeah, please do.
Speaking of our mods, Cody and Yanis, you guys
These
are the
guys.
best, and we love them so much. And for you folks out there, if you want to come talk more about the show, you want to come like chat with us, we're on our Instagram at BlackwaterDnD. You can email us at BlackwaterDnD@gmail.com. Also, because I know they exist out there and I love it so much, if you ever desire to write a song for us, to make art for us, to just do anything for us, just send it to our Gmail, because we will feature it all over the place, because I love you all so much. Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
Also, for those of you that don't know, for next session, Sean does a hour-long ramble to preempt the
his
stream
labs.
on the
His
Blackwater
labs.
D&D Instagram. So come over there, follow that, watch that live. It now has a theme song, which is
I
fun.
will say this: if you ever just wanted to see just a flow of my train of thought mixed with just like a lot of performance anxiety, that's just all it is for about 45 to an hour. And it generally starts with the 7 o'clock scream, which is where we
Yeah.
thank all the healthcare workers. Which
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
Adam and I, we live together. We're starting to get known in our block because we led a cheer today.
We have
did the
two.
ba, 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 ba. Let's
We have
go,
2
doctor.
cookie sheets that are very dented now because we stand in a squat and bang them together on the balcony. It's quite fun.
Yeah.
We
No.
just so everyone knows, we always play at 8 o'clock
Yeah.
We sort of usually hop in around 7:45 and chat with people a little bit, answer a few questions, and then
Mhm.
game starts around 8-ish. You can also, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see we've got a description and all of our buttons down below the game, and it'll have our next game down there as well.
We also love clips, so please clip.
Also,
And-
someone in chat did point out that if you come to the Sean Deppner pre-D&D hour-long ramble, you will see Murray the Moose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
you
That's
get
a
to meet my
mystery.
3 favorite
that's-
lamps.
If that's a mystery to you, come on by.
All right. And all our previous episodes are also up on Twitch.
Yes.
Go and check those out.
Absolutely.
Have a
If
good night.
you're-
Yes.
if you're
Also,
just showing up.
I'm getting a reminder.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.